A service of KIBMradio.com, the Internet's home for an all old-time radio.
With the Beforehand Extra and Vitalis for well-groomed hair bring you Duffy's Tavern, starring Archie himself, Ed Gardner. Here's a new and different way to care for your hand. It's with Trouchet, the Beforehand lotion, a really different idea in hand lotions. Use Trouchet before you get to work, before you do dishes, before you put your hands in dishwater or do light laundry. Trouchet is so effective that it will guard your hands even in that hot, soapy water. But you can also use Trouchet as you use ordinary hand lotions, anytime your hands need a creamy, softening lotion. So get Trouchet and get an all-around hand lotion that also gives you beforehand protection, something no ordinary lotion gives you. Get Trouchet, the beforehand lotion, and get softer, lovelier hands.
Hello, Duffy's Tavern. Where do you eat? Archie the manager speaking. Duffy ain't here. Hello, Duffy. Huh? Yeah, quite a party here last night. Well, you know, it was the annual meeting of the 3rd Avenue Shillelagh and Friendship Society. So around 10 o'clock, everything was going along kind of quiet. You know, a few broken windows, some cracked skulls, a couple of fractured ribs, and then suddenly it started. The rowdy element from 2nd Avenue moved in. Well, the first thing you know, the fight was on. Duffy, you should have seen the place. There were so many teeth scattered around, the floor looked like it was smiling. What a floor. Yeah. After the battle, just to see what happened to people, we counted noses. There was 6 missing. No, not people, noses. Well, look, I gotta hang up. I'm just checking a list of the damages here. Eddie.
Yeah, Mr. Doctor.
Eddie, we gotta make a list of the damages for the insurance company.
Yeah.
Now, take this down.
Okay.
13 broken legs.
13 broken legs.
Yeah, 2 chairs, 1 table, and a tourist from Hoboken. Let's see. Articles missing. 1 sterling silver beer mug, value $500.
Hey, Roger, we ain't never had no $500 beer mug.
I said this was for the insurance company. Say, speaking of missing articles, where was you last night while the battle was going on?
Me? Oh, I was taking a walk.
How come?
I had a sudden craving to die of old age.
Well, ashamed of you, Eddie. I'm glad at least that I ain't the kind of a guy that runs away from a fight.
No, you would have to carry away.
Oh, yeah? Well, you should have been here last night.
What happened?
Well, there I was. You say you wasn't here last night?
No.
You sure?
Yeah.
Yeah, ain't talked to nobody that was here?
No.
Well, sir, there I was. Hey, back to the wall, see, with these 3 tough guys closing in on me. So I think fast, and I see there's only one thing to do. So I do it.
Right.
I swing from the floor and knock all 3 of them out with 1 punch.
3 with 1 punch? Now, how is that possible?
I just hit them. I don't explain them. So the next thing I do...
Pick up the 3 guys and toss them into the gutter.
Who's telling this story?
Sorry.
So like I was saying, I pick up these 3 guys and toss them into the gutter. Eddie, I was like a man biting a dog.
Oh, boy. Say, that must have been quite a battle last night.
Miss Duffy, all I know is any guy on 3rd Avenue that ain't got a broken nose this morning is a dame. It's a lucky thing I was here to keep things from getting out of hand.
What did you do?
What did I do? All I did was... You say you wasn't here last night?
Right.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
And you ain't talked to nobody that was here?
No.
Well, sir, there I was. He's back to the wall. When these characters start rushing me, see? 6 of them.
Hold it. A minute ago, there was only 3.
A minute ago, I didn't know my own strength. So as I was saying, Miss Duffy, I let fly with me Sunday haymaker, see, and I knocked all 6 of them into the alley.
6 men with 1 punch? Archie, that don't make sense.
In the heat of battle, who stops for logic? What a brawl, though. As I start hitting these guys, they're laying all over the place. I'm telling you, I ain't never seen such a mess. Oh, Finnegan.
Hi, I heard it was quite a shindig here last night.
Wasn't you here?
No.
Are you sure?
Sure.
You ain't talked to nobody that was here?
No.
Well, sir, there I was. And then back to the wall. 12 guys jumping me.
12?
Quiet, I'm rolling. So, anyways, I pick out this big guy. He must have been 7 feet tall, see? Well, fellas, I'd rather not talk about it.
Oh, go on. Let's tell us.
I'd rather not. Us unsung heroes have got sort of a code, what we call false modesty.
Oh, come on now. Tell us some more.
I'd rather not talk about it.
Okay, have it your way.
Will you quit interrupting? So as I was saying, this 7-foot bruiser starts picking on me. So I throw him over my shoulder, see, and bounce him on the floor a couple of times.
You mean a 7-foot tall and you threw him over your shoulder?
It's an old Japanese leverage trick. What they call harry-carry. Well, to make a long story short, before the night's over, I have mayhemed at least 12 guys, see?
Oh, boy. You know what? You always was a great fighter. I remember when you was in school, you could lick anybody in the 4th grade.
No wonder. At that time, he was in the 8th grade.
Well, just the same, I'll bet he's the bravest guy in the world. Right, Arch?
Well, I wouldn't say that.
Well, I would.
Well, I suppose after last night, I do have a terrific reputation.
Boy, I'll bet you're the greatest fighter in the world.
Well, now, Benny.
Look, Archie, I ain't the kind of guy that goes around looking for autographs, but do me a favor, will you?
What?
So I'll be able to tell me grandchildren, punch me in the nose.
Look, Finnegan, if I ever hit you, you won't have no grandchildren.
Oh, come on, Arch, you're a friend of mine. Please, knock me out.
Sorry, Finnegan, but I got to save me strength for emergencies. Now, as I was saying, this guy was 7 feet tall.
Yeah,
see?
yeah.
So no sooner do I get through with him than his big brother comes in.
About 8 feet tall.
Give or take an inch. Well, anyway, this guy comes up to me, see, and...
Bartender, I'd like a drink.
Later, bud, I'm telling a story. So like I say, this 8-foot guy is toting a rod. He's standing there with his brass knuckles emptying the nickels out of the pinball machine. Well, right away I can see that he's a troublemaker, see?
Hey, pal, I said that I would like a drink.
Look, will you stop interrupting? Now, where was I? Oh, yeah. So I goes over to him and I says, look, chum, did you come in here looking for trouble? See?
Hey, look, Doc, I am becoming iked. Am I gonna get that drink?
Quiet, will you? I'm doing the talking here.
Hey, Bud, you ain't gonna be doing the talking very long if I shove me fist down your throat.
Arch, why don't you suck this guy?
Quiet. The gentleman is talking. You were saying something, sir?
I was about to say that you are a stinking bartender.
Well, sir, I may not agree with what you say, but I will defend to the death your right to say it.
Just a minute, Bud. You better not talk to Archie that way. You know, last night he beat up 40 guys like you.
Please, leave us not bore our guest. Now, look, what kind of a drink would you like, Mr.
McGurk is the name. Spike McGurk. And now I don't want to drink because I don't like being ignored, and I don't like fresh bartenders, and I don't like you.
But, Mr. McGurk...
You talk too much. Good night, punk.
Oh, yeah, you and who else? funny you never think of them clever answers until it's too late. Well, sir, as I was saying...
Don't talk to me, Arch.
What's the matter?
Letting that McGuy push you around.
Well, Finnegan, you know how hot-headed I am. It took a lot of self-control to keep so cool.
Fool, you was positively shivering.
But you said last night you beat up 12 guys. Arch, were you just lying?
Finnegan, you know, if I was lying, I'd have made it 14.
Well, then how come you was afraid of just one guy?
I wasn't afraid. It's just that I fight best when the odds is against me.
Well, all I know is when I stood there and saw McGuy insulting you and I saw you stand there and take it, well, I hate to say it.
What?
Arch, something died inside of me. Made me feel ashamed that I was a man.
Now, look, Clifton.
I don't like to say it, but goodbye, coward.
Look like you lost a friend.
Yeah, I'm really a little ashamed of myself, Eddie. I've known the guy all my life, and his friendship means a lot to me. Guess there's only one thing to do.
What?
Lick McGurk.
Are you kidding? One punch on the chin and you'd be out cold.
Are you inferring I have a glass jaw?
All I'm saying is the last guy that hit you there wound up with 7 years bad luck.
Nevertheless, I gotta show Finnegan I ain't no coward. No sacrifice is too great to keep a friend's friendship. Hey, wait a minute. Here he comes back.
Now look, Arch.
Finnegan, are you still talking to me?
Sure, can't you tell?
Well, sometimes it's hard. But anyhow, I got news for you. I'm going to fight McGuy.
Well, really?
Yeah.
Oh, I knew you wouldn't let me down, Arch. Shake.
Okay, put it there. Ouch! Be careful, Finnegan. That's the hand that's going to knock out Spike McGuy.
Arch just makes me the happiest man in the world.
You see, Eddie, it don't make much to make a friend happy. All I got to do is go out and get myself killed. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale.
What you doing?
I'm training for the fight, Eddie. I'm doing my breathing exercises.
Yeah, after Spike McGurk gets through with you, you won't have to worry about breathing.
Oh, yeah? Don't be so sure about that. You know, where I come from, we chew rust and spit nails.
That man is twice as big as you.
So what? Size ain't everything. Remember the story of David and Goliath? I'm the David type.
Well, you certainly can sling it.
Eddie, stop interrupting me training, will you? Now, where'd I put that glass of carrot juice?
Carrot juice?
Yeah, it gives you calcium.
What? All you got to do is wait, man. You get plenty of calcium during the fight.
What do you mean?
McGurk will knock your teeth down your throat.
Eddie, brute force ain't everything. Remember, in boxing, it takes brain as well as brawn.
Okay, so you're a two-time loser.
Oh, yeah? Well, just wait till I get in condition now. Give me another drink of that carrot juice.
Hey, Archie, what do you keep drinking that stuff for?
It's good for me, Miss Duffy. It puts hair on me chest.
Oh.
Care for some?
No, thanks.
Hey, look, don't you think you better do some boxing?
Yeah, who can I use for sparring partner? Eddie, I don't like to ask you to do this. You know, boxing is a kind of a rough sport, but how about going a couple of rounds with me?
Be happy to.
Nothing doing, you're too anxious. Let's see, who else is there? How about you?
I happen to be a woman.
Who has to know?
No, thanks.
Okay, let's see. Who else is there?
Hey, Arch.
Oh, hello, Joe.
Hey, I hear you're going to fight Spike McGurk.
That's right.
Do you really want to look good against him?
Well, certainly I do.
Then, before the fight, put a little Vitalis on your hair. Because with Vitalis on the hair, everybody looks good.
Tell me, why is that, Joe?
Because Vitalis and the 60-second workout tames down dry, unruly hair and helps keep it handsome and healthy looking, and without a greasy patent leather shine. No mineral oil in Vitalis, you know.
No, just carrot juice.
Now, Vitalis contains only pure vegetable oil, and the Vitalis 60-second workout refreshes and stimulates your scalp. Actually prevents hair and scalp dryness. So, Arch, take my tip. Before the fight, put a little Vitalis on your hair.
Well, why, Joe? The referee ain't going to be a dame.
I know, but at least when they carry you out of the ring, you'll be well-groomed.
Miss Archer, why don't you give up this fight with McGurk?
I can't, Eddie. I told you. I got to prove to Finnegan that I ain't a coward. Besides, I'm getting in pretty good shape. Here, feel this muscle. How does it feel like?
Jello.
Hey, Art, are you getting in shape?
Never felt better in my life, Finnegan.
Good. I'll go tell McGurk you're ready for it.
Just a minute. Leave us not be in a rush about this.
All right. You ain't going to let me down again, are you?
Well, no. It's just that I feel I could use a little more training. Eddie, the carrot juice, please. 7, 8, 9, 10. Well, that takes care of the chest exercises. Eddie, measure me up again, will you?
Yeah. Now, let's see. Neck, 15 inches. Shoulders.
Something wrong?
No, I was just wondering, what keeps your collar from sliding down over your shoulder?
Hey, sir. Art, you look in great shape.
Well, yes.
Shall I go get McGurk?
Well, we don't have to hurry. I ain't quite finished me training yet. Eddie, pass me the carrot juice, please. Inhale. Exhale. Exhale. Inhale.
Well, how's it going, Art?
Pretty good, Finnegan.
You had plenty of carrot juice?
Yeah, loaded with it.
Good, then you won't mind the surprise.
What's the surprise?
Well, McGurk is on his way over.
That's nice. Would you mind to repeat that?
Well, I told him you was ready, so he's on his way over for the fight. And Art, I want to tell you, I'm mighty proud of you. I'll go get you some more carrot juice.
McGurk is on his way over. Eddie, how am I going to get out of this? I can't fight this guy. I got my career to think of.
Your career?
Yeah, well, for fighting. Might ruin me fingers for mixing martinis.
Maybe you should challenge him to a duel.
With swords?
A pistol?
Eddie, you just give me an idea.
What?
How about I just challenge him to a debate?
Mr. Archer, if you want to keep Finnegan's friendship, there ain't no way you can get out of this.
But, Eddie, me nerves are all jittery. Look, turn on the radio. Maybe some music will relax me, huh?
Okay.
Friends, do you need accident insurance?
Eddie, I said music.
I'm trying.
All I want for Christmas is for 2 front teeth. For 2 front teeth. For 2 front teeth.
I'll try another station.
And what a fight it is at Madison Square Garden. The crowd is yelling for blood.
I'm sorry.
Leave it on. Maybe I'll get a few pointers.
What a massacre. Left him alone, lashes out, and once again battling Donovan goes down. He gets up and runs into another slashing right, and then a left, and then another right. Donovan is now hanging onto the ropes, and the referee is stopping the fight. It's a merciful end to a bitter battle, folks. Fight fans haven't seen a slaughter like this since that memorable night 6 years ago, when Kid Hogan was so brutally beaten by that roughest fighter of all time, Spike McGurk.
Care for some carrot juice?
Did you hear that? That's the guy that's coming down here to malfeast me. Eddie, what am I going to do?
Mr. Archer, you got to get hold of yourself. Get some confidence.
I got plenty of confidence, but it's all in McGurk. Maybe I should do the sportsman-like thing, huh?
What's that?
Get out of town.
It's too late.
What do you mean?
Look what just come in the door.
Spike McGurk. Oh, quick, Eddie. Eddie, we gotta act fast.
What you gonna do?
Well, there's only one thing we can do, Eddie.
Yeah?
You throw the bum out.
Throw him out. Man, I'm buying this gentleman a drink.
Oh, no.
Hey, I was tipped off that a certain party has been begging for a fight, so that I thought I would drop over and oblige the crumb.
Good evening, sir.
May I bid you good evening, Mr. McGurk?
Who are you?
Friend of the loser.
Well, here he is, Judge. Go ahead. Tell him off.
Now, look, McGurk,
That's telling him.
give me a chance, Eddie. I'll tell him.
Now, first let me tell you what I think of you, see? I don't like the way you look. I don't like the way you talk. I don't like the way you act. In fact, I don't like anything about you.
Well, none of us is perfect.
I hope I wasn't right when I called you a coward.
Okay, McGurk, would you care to step outside?
Would you repeat that?
Would you care to step outside?
Let's go.
Okay, you go outside and I'll stay inside.
Come on, quit stalling.
But McGurk, we got a rule here at the tavern. No fighting allowed without boxing gloves. Right, Eddie?
Right.
And we don't happen to have no boxing gloves. Right, Eddie?
Right.
There's boxing gloves right there on the wall.
I wonder if his friendship is worth it.
Come on, Arch. I'll help you put the gloves on.
Well, we all got to go sometime. Okay, Finnegan.
Hey, Eddie, help me with my gloves, will you?
Yeah, okay, Sam. Look, Mr. McGurk, come here. Sir.
Yeah?
Could you kind of take it easy on Mr. Archer? You know, sort of leave him living a little bit.
Why should I?
Well, you see, he ain't such a bad guy. You see, the reason he talked himself into this fight is on account of his friend, Mr. Finnegan. See, he didn't want him to think he was a coward.
Oh, so that's it, eh? Hey, that's funny. I can understand how the guy feels. I remember I was a little scared once before a fight. I'll never forget the look in me kid brother's eyes. Oh, he lost all his faith in me that night. I can understand how this Archie feels. Eddie, I'll tell you what. I think I am going to let him win.
Thank you, Mr. McGurk. That's nice of you.
Well, I got the gloves on.
Well, that's good. Let's fight.
You realize, sir, this is your last chance to back out.
Cut the conversation, will you? Come on, hit me.
Just a second. Mercy me, I think I smell something burning in the kitchen.
Come back here, I'm in a hurry. Now, look, will you just make a fist, hold out your arm, and I'll run into it.
Wait a minute, I just remembered I got to go over to the library. I got a book that's overdue.
Don't be scared. Last night you beat up 12 guys.
Last night I was a much younger man.
My former friend, I'm afraid that you are a coward.
Okay. That did it. McGurk, here it comes. There!
Ouch. Please, mister, do not hit me no more. I have had enough, and you have emerged victorious.
Victorious. Boy, Arch, I'm proud of you.
Thank you, Finnegan.
Well, champ, so long and congratulations.
Just a minute. Come back here.
Huh?
I ain't through with you, McGurk.
Mr. Archie, now please.
Put out of this, Eddie. Look, McGurk, I don't like your face. I don't like the way you talk. And I don't like you.
Now, look, pal, will you leave well enough alone?
Don't talk that way to me, you punk. Put up your dukes.
There's blood on the moon tonight.
Pal, I am trying to be nice to you, but don't push your luck too far.
Yeller, huh? Take this, McGurk.
Speak to me. Oh, that dirty McGurk. Eddie, give me that bottle. Hey, look, McGurk, your shoelace is untied.
It is?
Yeah. Now, take that. That did it. Now, Eddie, let's pick Arch up.
All right. Hey, where am I?
Oh, you all right, Arch?
Oh, what happened? Hey, look at McGurk. Out cold on the floor.
That's right.
You see, fellas, that carrot juice is pretty strong stuff. And after this, Finnegan, when you talk about somebody being a coward, look the other way, will you?
Men, the quickest way to discover something better is to try it. That's why I want you to try Benex Brushless Shave Cream. Benex is the new wonder shave with a sensational beard softening formula that has brought better shaving to thousands of men.
Benex Brushless leaves your face feeling extra smooth and comfortable.
And Benex doesn't clog your razor or drain either.
But don't take our word for it. See for yourself. Get a tube of Benex at your nearest drug counter.
Or we'll send you a trial tube free. Write your name and address on a postcard and mail to Benex, Benex, Empire State Building, New York 1, New York.
Remember, buy Benex Brushless.
Or try it free. Write Benex, Empire State Building, New York. Hurry, offer limited. It's time now to leave Duffy's Tavern for this evening, but let's meet here again at the same time next Wednesday when our guests will be Ann Southern and Jimmy Durante. Duffy's Tavern is brought to you by Vitalis for well-groomed hair and Trouche, the hand lotion with the beforehand extra. Each Wednesday, Bristol Myers brings you Duffy's Tavern and Mr. District Attorney, which follows immediately over most of these stations.
This is radio's Mr. District Attorney, friends. If you want to enjoy a real thrill, a dramatic story full of exciting action and unusual entertainment, hear the case of the Bar of Soap on Mr. District Attorney, which follows immediately on NBC.
Lotion with the beforehand extra and Vitalis for well-groomed hair bring you Duffy's Tavern, starring Archie himself, Ed Gardner. No man is well-dressed unless his hair is well-groomed. So take the tip. Try the way successful men in both sports and business keep their hair looking its very best. It's Vitalis and the 60-second workout. See how the Vitalis workout helps your hair, helps stimulate your scalp. See how it prevents dryness, routes loose dandruff, and helps check excessive falling hair. And see how Vitalis keeps your hair handsome and healthy looking with never a trace of a greasy patent leather shine. For there's not a single drop of mineral oil in Vitalis. So try Vitalis and the 60-second workout. You'll like it, and you'll like what it does for the looks of your hair.
Hello, Duffy's Tavern. Where do you like to eat? Meat to eat? Archie the man. Right away. Duffy ain't here. Oh, hello, Duffy. Look, I just got quite a compliment. Yeah, the glass eater from the circus was in. He says our blue plate special lunch was delicious. Yeah, he left the luncheon at the plate. Well, Duffy, in his business, you know, he can't take chances with his stomach. Another thing, the inspector from Weights and Measures was in, you know, and complained about the size of our whiskey jiggers. Yeah, he said they was too small, so I tricked him. I gave him a drink of our bar rye, and then he complained the jiggers was too big. Well, look, Duffy, I'm going down to the bank to make a deposit. Well, yeah, nothing like having a little dough put aside. I quit smoking, stopped going to movies, and quit buying fancy clothes, been keeping away from dames. Yeah, for the first time, I'm really enjoying life. Yeah, so, can I have an hour off to go to the bank? I can't. Now, look, Duffy. You know, tomorrow is St. Patrick's Day, and I've been meaning to ask you, did St. Patrick chase you out of Ireland? Huh? Go soak your head.
Miss Archie, did I hear you say you was taking an hour off?
Why not? It's my turn.
How you figure?
You had an hour off last year. Besides, it's rather urgent, you know. I have an important appointment with my bank. I'm making a deposit.
How much?
$10. And you know what? $10 ain't hay.
Nowadays, it ain't even money.
All right.
Which bank are you going to?
Well, that's my big problem, finding a bank that I can trust.
That's a switch. Up till now, your big problem was finding a bank that would trust you. How come you're getting so thrifty all of a sudden?
Well, I think a guy should look out for his future, you know. You never can tell when disaster is liable to strike.
Like what?
Oh, sickness, accident, marriage. Now, take you. How much do you make a week?
Including tips?
Yeah.
Nothing.
And out of that, how much do you save? Practically nothing. But I'm going to be different. No more throwing dough away, like on dames. You know, look what it cost me to go out last Saturday night.
You mean with dollar snapping?
Yeah. Joe's diner wasn't good enough for her. She has to go to one of them high-class places where there's dining and dancing.
Cost you plenty, huh?
You know how them jukeboxes eat up nickels. Another thing I'm going to cut down on is me rent. Why do I need a 6-room apartment?
How much did it cost you?
$20. $9 a month.
That much?
Well, I rented it when the apartments were scarce and I got stuck with a lease. Now, Jeff, from now on, I'm going to be known as Thrifty Archie. I'm going to put a little something aside, you know. Eddie, we can all take a lesson from the squirrels, you know. All year round, they're busy storing up nuts. Hello, Finnegan.
How's things, George?
Finnegan, you see before you a new Archie.
Oh, did you get a good trade-in on the old one?
Finnegan, what I mean is I'm trying to figure out how to cut down the cost of living.
Well, that's simple.
Oh, yeah? How do I do it?
Drop dead.
I'm afraid your method is a little too roundabout.
Well, there's two sides to that question.
What do you mean?
I'm a little off-center.
You stand there, too, don't you, buddy?
Yes,
You might
I
have gotten
do.
a laugh if I'd read the right line there, too.
That I know.
Want to try it again?
Yeah, well, there's two sides to that question.
Where do you stand?
I am a little off-center.
That I know. But take your case, for instance, Finnegan. Do you manage to save any money?
Oh, certainly. For instance, every time we weigh ourselves, me and me kid brother save a penny.
How?
We both get on the scale at the same time.
You both can. Then how can you tell what each one weighs?
Simple. We divide by 2.
And that don't make no sense. One of you has to weigh more than the other.
What's the difference, Arch? It's all in the family.
He's a little off-center. Look, after you save these pennies, what do you do with them?
Oh, I go to Coney Island and have a good time.
Yeah, and you never think of saving anything for a rainy day, though, huh?
Who wants to go to Coney Island on a rainy day?
Finnegan, I'm beginning to conclude that you don't know nothing about economics.
Well, I could have told you that.
Well, would you like me to explain the economic system to you?
Is there any way I can get out of it?
No.
Then please do.
Okay. We'll start with money.
Yeah.
Now, take the dollar, or as it is known today, the $half. Now, if you put it in a bank, they pay you 1% interest.
But how can they make money that way?
Well, if they lend it back, the inn charge you 6%. See? That is, of course, unless you're very poor. If you're poor, the bank don't charge you the 6%.
How come?
They don't lend you the money in the first place. Does that answer your question?
I think so, except for one minor point.
What's that?
What's the economic system?
I think I'm wasting my time. Look, Eddie, keep an eye on the joint while I get down to the bank, will you?
Hey, can I go along with you?
What do you want to go to the bank for?
I'd just like to stand there and drool.
Well, here we are, Eddie. The 3rd Avenue Bank and Trust Company.
Yeah. Look what it say on the window. Assets $36 million.
Little did they know that in a few minutes they'll have to add $10 to that sign. Now, leave us find the president's office.
That is right there. See that? See? J.B. McIntosh, president.
J.B. McIntosh. Think I should just call him J.B.?
Why not? He'll probably call you by your initial. You know how it is with them presidents.
Anyway, leave us go in. Mr. McIntosh?
Yes?
Sir, I am a potential depositor. Do you mind if I ask a few questions?
Not at all.
Well, nothing personal, but can you prove to me that your bank ain't crooked?
I beg your pardon?
Come, McIntosh. You know what I'm driving at. Do you maintain a fiduciary balance to offset diminishing debentures on the fiscal?
I don't understand.
What he want to know is if he put it in, do he get it out?
Thank you, Eddie. What's your answer to that one, McIntosh?
Young man, you can take your money out at any time unless you put it in our Christmas club.
Oh, what happens then?
Then the money can't be taken out till next December.
Can't, huh? Suppose there are redundant circumstances.
Sorry, but we're very strict. You see, some of our depositors are weak and spineless and haven't enough character to resist temptation.
Mr. Archie, give the man the money.
What amount did you plan to deposit, young man?
Well, I was planning something in the general neighborhood of $10.
$10?
Yes.
Oh, goody! Now we can build that annex.
Well, Finnegan, we're back from the bank.
Don't bother me, Arch. I'm busy taking care of a customer.
Oh, a customer. Good. What's he buying?
Nothing. He's selling me a watch.
Oh, let me see that. Hey, let me look at that watch. Hey, pretty good. What do you want for it, stranger?
$10.
You got a deal. Will you trust me till Christmas?
What's your offer, Bud?
Me? $2. Cash.
Brother, you bought yourself a watch. So long, fellas.
Finnegan, how can you be such a jerk, letting that guy sell you such a crummy watch? I'll bet it don't even run.
Well, if it don't, the laugh's on him.
How come?
I can't tell time.
Some people just never learn.
Hello, Arch.
Oh, hello, Joe.
Hey, nice watch you got there, Finnegan. Would you like to sell it?
Oh, maybe.
How much?
Well, I want 5, but I'll take 10.
You want 5, but you'll take 10, huh? What do you say we split the difference?
Okay, it's your deal. $3. Hey, that's pretty good, huh, Arch? I paid 2 and I get 3.
Yeah, Joe, what are you going to do with the watch?
Give it to my girl.
A cheap watch like that?
Arch, it's not the watch, it's the sentiment. Besides, a watch like that on my girl's wrist will get everyone to notice her hands.
You can say that again.
Well, naturally, Arch. After all, she has lovely hands. Trouchet, you know.
I know.
And there's nothing like Trouchet to care for hands, because Trouchet is the before-hand lotion. Something really different in hand lotions. You can use it before you get to work, before you do dishes, before you put your hands in water. And Trouchet is so effective that it will guard your hands even in that hot, soapy water. But you can also use Trouchet as you use ordinary hand lotions, anytime your hands need a creamy, softening lotion. So get Trouchet, and get an all-around hand lotion that gives you beforehand protection, something no ordinary lotion gives you. Get Trouchet, the beforehand lotion, and get softer, lovelier hands.
Hey, Art.
Yeah?
If you buy a watch for $2 and you sell it for $3, how much do you make?
50%.
How much do they pay you in the bank?
1%.
Gee, Arch, I wish I had your brains.
Don't be sarcastic. At least in the bank, I know the money is safe. That is, I think it is. Eddie.
Yeah?
I'm just thinking, when we was down to the bank, did you notice that cashier?
What about it?
You notice he always kept his hat on? And that president, that McIntosh, I wonder. Give me that phone. Hello? Third Avenue Bank and Trust Company? Look, would you kindly peek into Mr. McIntosh's office and see if he's still there? He is? Okay, thank you. Well, that's that.
Hey, Miss Archie, ain't that Max the bookie over there?
Max the bookie?
The guy from the racetrack?
Oh, yeah. I wonder if he's heard I got money.
Arch, Sweet Sue in the third race.
He heard.
Look, Max, I quit betting the horses. I don't want no more of them phony tips.
Phony?
You heard me. That last horse you give me. When a race starts, he has to run in the wrong direction. Then when he gets halfway around the track, he faints.
Well, it was the shock, Arch. It was the first time he'd ever seen other horses face to face.
Yeah, well, what about that other short thing? The one where you told me the jockey was your own brother. The horse was full of Benzedrine. The judges was all fixed. How come I lost on that one?
Well, Arch, can I help it if somebody pulls something crooked?
Look, Max, you're wasting your time. I'm through betting on horses. I got me money safely tucked away in the bank.
You put it in the bank?
Yeah.
What odds did they give you?
They didn't give me no odds.
You mean they only give you even money? What is the world coming to?
Look, Max, get out of here, will you? You're wasting your time.
Okay. Maybe some of your pals would like to make a few bucks, huh? How about you, Bud?
Not for me. Last horse I bet on, he came in so late at night he had to tiptoe into the stable.
Well, okay, gents. Just remember what I told you. Sweet Sue in the third.
Are you kidding, Sweet Sue? He couldn't run his way out of a paper bag.
Well, then what about Blue Boy in the fourth?
Blue Boy, strictly a nag.
Okay. How about this one in the 6th? A horse called Money in the Bank.
Max, I'm not gonna... Money in the bank.
Arch, it might be a hunch.
Yeah, Max, are you sure this is a good tip?
Oh, I figured it out according to my system.
What system?
Well, don't you remember? Who gave you Valdina Mall in the Gold Cup?
You did.
And who gave you Speed King in the Preakness?
You did.
Who gave you Lady Luck in the Kentucky Derby?
You did, but so what? All them horses lost.
Well, Arch, no system is perfect.
Hey, look, this horse, this Money in the Bank.
Yeah?
What's the odds on him?
4-1. And, brother, you can put your shirt right on his nose.
Won't that interfere with his breathing?
Wait a minute, Max.
Huh?
You're a bookie. If this horse is such a hot tip, how come you're willing to bet against yourself?
I'm the friendly type. You see, you guys are all pals of mine. I'd like to make you happy.
Well, that's good enough for me. I'll bet $3 on him.
Okay, you want to bet him to win?
What do you think, to lose?
Look, Finnegan, you're making a big mistake, I'm telling you.
Oh, yeah? Like I did with the watch, huh?
Okay. Play, Gypsy. Dance while you may. Turn the radio on, Eddie, and leave us see what happens.
Okay. Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And now the horses are rounding the first turn. It's Skyrocket out in front, followed by Sea Breeze, Lady Pilot, and Money in the Bank.
Come on, Money in the Bank.
As J.P. Bonham says, there's one born every minute.
Now they're in the straightaway. It's Skyrocket, Sea Breeze, and Money in the Bank, moving up into third position.
To quote Benjamin Franklin, a penny saved is a penny earned.
Come on, Money in the Bank.
And now it's neck and neck, Skyrocket and Money in the Bank.
Benjamin Franklin felt that a modest return on a modest investment was always necessary.
And here comes Money in the Bank. It's Money in the Bank by one length.
Benjamin Franklin...
And now it's Money in the Bank by 2 lengths.
Attaboy, Money in the Bank.
Benjamin Franklin...
And Money in the Bank is the winner.
Oh, boy, the winner.
Yeah, and 4-1. Did you hear that, Mr. Archie?
That stinking Benjamin Franklin.
Look, I think I'll call up my mother and tell her the good news.
You're going to spend a nickel to call your mother?
Oh, I made $12.
See? Easy come, easy go. These horse players is all alike. Go ahead, throw away your nickel.
No answer.
Someday you'll listen to your old Uncle Archie.
I guess I better hang up. Hey, look! Look, a hat full of nickels. Oh, boy.
What was you saying, old Uncle Archie?
Okay, scoff me, but I still say me money's gonna stay in the bank.
Archie, bonsoir, mon chéri.
Well, Rennie, ain't seen you in a long time.
Did you miss me, Archie?
Yeah, now that I see you, I realize how much of you I've missed. You lost a little weight, didn't you?
Yes, I've been taking reducing pills.
Reducing pills, huh? Wonderful how them little pills know just what to leave alone. Look, Rennie, ain't this kind of a surprise visit, though?
Well, I was thinking about you, and I felt a little lonesome.
Oh, I thought maybe you heard I got money in the bank.
You have money in the bank?
Yes, in a Christmas fund.
Oh.
Yes, you see, a friend of mine, Mr. McIntosh, the president of the bank, Mr. McIntosh says I gotta keep it there.
You mean you can't take the money out till Christmas?
Well, Mr. McIntosh says
Archie, why wait till December when it could be Christmas tonight?
Rennie, you mean...
Yes, we could dance together, and you could hold me real close in your arms.
But Mr. McIntosh says the bank has a rule that...
Then later on in the evening, we could go someplace where we could be all alone. Just the two of us.
Hello, McIntosh. Merry Christmas. Look, McIntosh, this is Archie. I got me my... Hello? I think I'd better go down there in person. Rennie, please, wait here, though, in the meantime, will you? And don't lose the mood.
But, Mr. Archie, would Benjamin Franklin approve of you spending your money this way?
Eddie, Benjamin Franklin was a much older man than I am.
Archie, the answer is no.
But, Mr. McIntosh, you're a banker. You got a heart, ain't you?
Who, me?
Look, Mr. McIntosh, I'd like you to meet me brother.
Hello.
This is your brother?
Well, things are tough all over. That's why I need the money, sir. You see, me brother here has to have a delicate brain operation.
Brain operation?
Yes, they've got to remove it. Yeah, the doctor says it's cluttering up his thoughts. And it ain't only the operation, Mr. McIntosh. He's got other troubles. His wife just come back from Chicago with a little bundle in her arms.
Yeah. Poor dame's got to do her own laundry.
You had enough, McIntosh?
Archie, the answer is no.
Mr. McIntosh, take another look at me brother here. How would you like me to go around telling people he's a director of this bank?
Yeah.
Gentlemen, I know when I'm licked. Here's the $10.
Well, Rennie, looks like we're all set.
You had the money?
Yep. Now, where do we start tonight? You name it, honey.
Nah, you name it.
Nah, you name it.
The Stock Club.
Okay, I'll name it. Look, why don't we just go to Joe's Diner?
Joe's Diner? But Archie, it's so cold there. I think I'd be much warmer at the Stock Club.
Excuse me a minute. Eddie, the dame wants to go to the Stock Club.
So what?
I only got $10. I got to get some more money.
Arch, stumblebum in the 7th.
Max, are you still here?
Archie.
Just a minute, Rennie. Max, this stumblebum, is it a good horse?
Arch, I would bet him if he was running against my own mother.
Yeah? Okay, here's the $10. Put it on his nose. Eddie, look in the racing form and see what it says about the 7th race.
7th race. Let me see. It says, Fly Away should win easily.
Mm-hmm.
Paperboy will be right there at the finish.
Mm-hmm.
Buzz Bomb, the one to beat.
Mm-hmm.
Fred Beskett has won 4 in a row.
Mm-hmm.
Stumblebum,
Yes?
very fond of apples.
Is that all?
No, say here, in his last race, Stumblebum finished in the money.
Finished in the money, huh?
Yeah, he jumped the rail and crashed into the $2 window.
Just a minute, Rennie. I got a horse running in the next race. I got to listen to it on the radio.
Yes, folks, it's the 7th race, and the horses are at the starting gate. All except Stumblebum. He's having a hard time getting there. The walk from the paddock seems to have tired him out.
Max, I think I should have bet on your mother.
Well, now the horses are all lined up. Stumblebum is leaning against the starting gate.
He's leaning?
Well, he's saving his energy.
Oh.
There's quite a crowd out here at the track today, and... Wait a minute. What's that? There must be a storm coming up. Sounds like thunder. No, I'm wrong. It's just Stumblebum snoring. Stumblebum seems to be having a little trouble with his legs. He's down on one knee.
Max.
Well, you see, he's just going into a crouch for a good start.
Oh.
Well, we're all ready to go, folks. And they're off. It's Fly Away, Paper Boy, Buzz Bomb, Bread Basket, and Stumble Bum is coming up fast.
You hear that? He's coming up fast.
Yes, sir. Stumble Bum gets up off his knees and breaks into a fast jump.
He's a slow starter.
Oh.
And now at the quarter pole, it's Fly Away, Paper Boy, Buzz Bomb, and Bread Basket. And Stumble Bum is bringing up the rear.
I had to bet him on his nose. Stumble Bum, get going, will you?
Coming into the far turn, it's still Fly Away, Paper Boy, Buzz Bomb, and Bread Basket.
Stumble Bum, where are you?
Probably stopped to ask directions.
And now as they cross the finish line, it's Fly Away, and then Paper Boy, and Buzz Bomb, and Bread Basket. What a race this was, folks. A lovely day and a record attendance. And for you folks who are leaving the track and driving home, the officials ask you to please drive carefully. And Stumble Bum. And now a word about tomorrow's races.
Archie,
Yeah?
what about our dinner date?
Well, Rennie, as I told you, I was going to take you to the Stork Club and have champagne and caviar and crepe Suzettes and quail.
And Stumble Bum.
Eddie, please. But unfortunately, I'm broke. So how about a little dinner here at the Tavern, huh?
Archie, I just remembered. I have another appointment.
Wait a minute, honey. Just a minute. I'll get the dough. Finnegan, look, you still got the $12 you won?
Yeah?
You still got the hat full of nickels?
Well, sure.
Well, let me have it, quick.
Well, what do you need it for? You got money in the bank.
Oh, Monsieur Finnegan.
Yeah?
How would you like to take me to the Stork Club?
Can we get by on $12?
I think so. Good night, Archie.
Sleep tight.
That Finnegan, what a jerk. You see, Eddie? That's the way it is with them horse players. Once a sucker, always a sucker.
Men, the quickest way to discover something better is to try it. That's why I want you to try Benex Brushless Shave Cream. Benex is the new wonder shave with a sensational beard softening formula that has brought better shaving to thousands of men.
Benex Brushless leaves your face feeling extra smooth and comfortable.
And Benex doesn't clog your razor or drain either.
But don't take our word for it. Just try Benex yourself. Get a tube at your nearest drug counter.
Or we'll send you a trial tube free. Write your name and address on a postcard and mail to Benex, B-E-N-E-X, Empire State Building, New York 1, New York.
Remember, buy Benex Brushless. Or try it free by writing Benex, Empire State Building, New York. Hurry, offer limited.
It's time now to leave Duffy's Tavern for this evening, but let's meet here again at the same time next Wednesday. Duffy's Tavern is brought to you by Vitalis for well-groomed hair and Trouchet, the hand lotion with the beforehand extra. Each Wednesday, Bristol-Myers brings you Duffy's Tavern and Mr. District Attorney, which follows immediately over most of these stations.
This is radio's Mr. District Attorney, friends, inviting you to hear one of the most human and gripping stories we've ever presented. It's the case of Send the Homeless on Mr. District Attorney, which follows immediately on NBC.
With the beforehand extra and Vitalis for well-groomed hair bring you Duffy's Tavern with our guests tonight, Jimmy Durante and Ann Southern. You know, men, no man is well-dressed unless his hair is well-groomed. So take the tip. Try the way successful men in both sports and business keep their hair looking its very best. It's Vitalis and the 60-second workout. See how the Vitalis workout helps your hair stimulate your scalp. See how it prevents dryness, routes loose dandruff, and helps check excessive falling hair. And see how Vitalis keeps your hair handsome and healthy looking with never a trace of a greasy patent leather shine. For there's not a single drop of mineral oil in Vitalis. So try Vitalis and the 60-second workout. You'll like it, and you'll like what it does for the looks of your hair.
Now, Duffy's Tavern ready to eat meat to eat. Headed away to speaking. Oh, hello, Mr. Duffy. Mr. Archie? No, he ain't showed up for work at the tavern today. What happened to him? Oh. Maybe he escaped. Oh, just a minute. Yes, Miss Duffy, your father wants to talk to you.
Oh, thanks, Eddie. Hello, Papa. This is your daughter, Miss Duffy. Yeah, ain't it terrible about Archie not showing up when we got two celebrities coming down? Well, for one, Jimmy Durante. You know, nostril boy. Yeah, he's the only man that can stand in Hollywood and smell the ocean. What's so wonderful about that? Papa, it's the Atlantic Ocean. Yeah, and you know who else is coming down? Ann Sothern, the actress. What's she like? Well, she's the kind of a girl you wouldn't look at twice. If Mama caught you looking at her once. She's a blonde. And the worst kind of blonde. Yeah. Natural. Yeah, well, I'll call you later, Papa. Goodbye. You know, Eddie, it's funny Archie not showing up. I wonder where he is.
No. Maybe he stopped to see the bubble dance at the burlesque show.
But I thought he was bossing the burlesque.
He was, but they reinstated him when he promised to leave his darts at home.
Eddie, are you busy?
No, Mr. Finnegan.
Boy, am I hungry. How's your hamburger today?
Fine, freshly ground.
By the way, Finnegan, Archie's missing and we don't know where he is.
Archie's missing? Eddie, better make that a fruit salad.
Well, all I can say is you're a fine help.
What's the matter?
Here, your best friend is missing and you're not even perturbed.
Well, why all the excitement? Finding Archie ought to be a cinch.
You really think so?
Sure. It's as simple as A.B. Maybe it ain't as simple as I thought.
Well, ain't you got any idea where Mr. Archie might be?
Well, let me see. Hey, I got it. Maybe he went to Madagascar.
Why Madagascar?
Why?
Yeah, why?
Well, that rules out Madagascar.
Hello? Somebody called and wanted to reserve the charges.
No, reverse he must mean.
Yeah? How much is it? 5 cents? We found Miss Archie. Hello, Miss Archie. Where are you? Oh. I see. Okay. He's up in his room writing a play for Ann Sothern and Jimmy Durante.
Oh, that Archie and his crummy plays.
Hey, wait a minute. Look who's coming in the door. It's Jimmy Durante in person.
Gotta start off each day with a song. Now even when things go wrong, why, you feel better, you even look better. What a note. If the Metropolitan Opera is listening, I'm available. But I refuse to wear tights. So this is Duffy's Tavern.
Yeah? What do you think of it?
Very unusual. Especially the air conditioning. Indirect breathing. By the way, where's my good friend Archie?
He be that lady. He's over at his boarding house writing a play.
How do you like that? Shakespeare wins an Oscar, and now everybody wants to get into the act.
Hey, guess who's going to star in this play?
Pray tell me, I'm all ears.
What am I saying? My nose will never forgive me for that slanderous remark. Tell me, Eddie. Who?
You.
Why don't these things happen to Lawrence Olivia? Hello, Arch. What's that? Would mean your play is sure to hit Broadway? What am I supposed to do when Broadway hits back? Well, anything for a friend?
Yeah, cheer up, Mr. Durant. Ann Southern coming down to co-star in the play with you.
Ann Southern? Why don't they tell me these things? I could have saved the wear and tear on my epiglottis.
Diane, I was hurt. Who's the anteater?
I see low foreheads are coming back.
Mr. Durant, this is Mr. Finnegan.
It is? How thoughtless of someone.
You know, Mr. Durante, I've been following your career, and I think you're great.
Thank you.
I love the way you get down on one knee and sing Mammy.
That's Al Jolson.
Oh, well, I sure like the way you roll your eyes and tell them jokes.
That's Eddie Tanner.
Oh, well, then what do you do?
Me?
Yeah.
Why, I'm the guy who comes out and, I mean, you must have heard me when how do you like that? I'm a bum.
Excuse me, Mr. Durant.
Yes, Eddie?
There's a young lady here to see you.
A young lady? If I'd have known, I'd have dabbed Airwick number 5 behind my ears. Well, what do you know? It's Ann Southern.
You were expecting maybe Mrs. Calabash.
Annie, girl, let me look at you. Ah, yes. Love that Ann Southern. And the Northern party ain't bad either. Annie, you know something? I could spend the rest of my life following the runs in your nylons.
Why, Jimmy, you're breathing down the back of my neck.
What's so unusual about that?
You're standing in front of me.
By the way, Ann, this is your first visit to the Tavern, isn't it?
Yes.
What do you think of the place?
Now I know where elephants go to die.
You're right. Humphrey Bogart may knock on any door, but if he includes this place, he's got more nerve than I thought. Well, I love your sense of humor, honey. Why, I'd kiss you if it was humanly possible.
Jimmy, I had no idea you were so romantic.
I guess it's on account of the dream I had last night.
A dream?
Yeah. I was dreaming you and me was alone together on a desert island. Just the two of us. It was horrible.
Why, Jimmy?
I was a girl, too. But, Ann, we're wasting time with words. Annie, my love, you bring out the beast in me.
The beast?
Yeah. Say, why don't the three of us go out together tonight? We'll make an evening of it. Paint the town red. That's the life of Durante. Wine, women, and sensen. What do you say, Annie?
You want me to go out with you?
Yeah, with me.
Sounds safe.
Little does she know how right she is. Annie, this night is going to mean a lot to me.
What do you mean, Jimmy?
Let me tell you. The other day, a friend of mine gave me the number of a girl he wanted me to know. Blind dates her for me, and when she answered the phone, I gave her my sweetest hello. Snuggling up close to the phone, I said, Durante speaking. How about going out with me tonight? She said, before I go out with you, what do you look like? What a dilemma. Should I tell her the truth and be turned down? Or should I lie and worry about it later? There was no way out, so instead, I braced myself and said, I wouldn't say I was handsome. I wouldn't say I was cute. I'm not very tall. Gosh darn it all. It's kind of hard to put it in words. You know, the other night, I made a blind date the same way, over the phone. I said, hello. She says, hello, come right over. When I got there, she took one look at my nose and said, you sure must have hurried. You forgot to hang up the phone. Yes, it's kind of hard to put it in words. You know, it's not that I want to be mysterious. Honest, I'm not trying to stall. Believe me, I'm really quite serious. I'm just an in-between rascal, that's all. I know I'm not good-looking, but what's my opinion against thousands of others? Yes, I wouldn't say I'm fascinating. Too bad I'm not elucidating. You know, I wouldn't even try. When we meet, she'll know why. It's kind of hard to put it in words. You see, folks, I got a problem in describing myself. I got to be a little modest. Let me analyze the facts. I can safely say I'm as pretty as Van Johnson. I can safely say I'm as pretty as Tyrone Power. I can safely say I'm as pretty as Cary Grant. Until they put me on television, I can safely say anything. You know, I had a blind date with a lovely girl last night. I put the radio on softly in her living room, turned the lights down low, sat down on her sofa, and spent a miserable 5 hours. You see, all that time she was in the kitchen with her boyfriend. I wouldn't say I was a highbrow. My looks won't raise an eyebrow. I'm not a Shakespeare. It takes me a year. It's kind of hard to put it in words. Yes, sir. It's kind of hard to put it in words.
Jimmy, that was wonderful.
Thank you. But excuse me, where's my hospitality? What do you say we sashay over to the free lunch and bloat ourselves up a bit?
Mead here in this heartburn hacienda?
Miss Southern, for your information, the food happens to be a delight of Savoy gastronomy, gourmet excursion and appetizer and ambrosia, and what one might call the quintessence of culinary substitution. That's better than a Duffy could read him.
What does that mean?
I just pronounce them. I don't explain them. And sometimes I don't even pronounce them. But I'm a man of action, honey. Come to my arms.
Oh, Jimmy, couldn't I just look upon you as a big brother?
How do you like that? Everybody wants to get into the family. That's the trouble, Annie. Nobody takes me serious. It's always laugh, clown, laugh. Why, in my last picture, they had me playing the baboon.
Jimmy, don't you mean buffoon?
I take it you didn't see my last picture.
Oh.
I should have suspected something when the studio told me to show up with top hat tails and a bag of bananas.
Well, Jimmy, I'm surprised you let them push a big actor like you around.
Just a minute, Miss Southern, just a minute. You seem to be laboring under a misapprehension. Anyone who says the Randy gets pushed around is not only ominous, but he's wrong, too. Why, at MGM, they tremble at my very presence. When I step out of my office, the one with the mink wallpaper, they treat me with the utmost respect and dignity befitting a man of my talents. If that's Louis B. Mayer, tell him I'll wash his car first thing in the morning.
Hello? Oh, hello, Archie.
That's my boy, Archie.
Yes, this is Ann Southern. What's that? You're writing a play. Would I like to come up to your room and read it? This is something new, etchings with subtitles. Archie, are you writing a play or making one? Well, you'd better bring the play down here. You'll be right down? Okay. Jimmy, I didn't know Archie was writing a play.
Yeah, he's got his heart set on us playing the leads. And I'm afraid we'll have to do it on account of he needs the money. You see, he's hard up.
Say, Jimmy.
Oh, Ann, this is Finnegan, Archie's best friend.
This is his best friend?
Yeah.
He is hard up.
Yes, Eddie?
Would you mind stepping into the kitchen with me?
What for?
Well, here at Duffy's, see, when we go into the kitchen, we always go in pairs. So there's a little mouse out there.
Now, wait a minute, Eddie. Don't tell me you're afraid of one little mouse.
Oh, no, sir, but this one got buddies, and they established a beachhead in the pantry.
Oh, well, in that case, Joanne, hand me my pit helmet, my blunderbuss. I'm off to the hunt. Finnegan, entertain Miss Southern.
Well, Mr. Finnegan, it's nice to meet you. I've always...
You keep your distance.
But what's the matter?
Don't scare me.
Oh, come now, Mr. Finnegan. I don't really frighten you, do I?
Well, no. Do I frighten you?
I asked you first.
Well, Ann, I was just out in the kitchen.
Yes?
They got 1,000,000 of them.
Say, Miss Southern, I'm Joe Moran.
Oh, hello, Mr. Moran.
I saw a picture of you in a magazine where you were wearing a bathing suit. And there's something about you I admire very much.
Really? What?
Your hands.
This is the kind of a guy who takes a girl to the movies and spends his time watching the picture.
Miss Southern, I'm sure your lovely hands must be a great asset to you as an actress.
And them legs don't hurt none either.
Well, thank you for the compliment, Mr. Moran.
Oh, not at all. I always watch a girl's hands.
That's a novelty. The girls I go out with always watch my hands.
Miss Southern, can I tell you a secret?
Oh, of course, Mr. Moran. All women love secrets. What is it?
Well, it's just that when I look at your hands, they make me...
Make you what, Mr. Moran?
Make me want to tell every woman to use Trouchet.
Oh, well, if that happens when you look at my hands, what happens when you feel them against your forehead like this?
Well, that makes me want to tell every woman that Trouchet is the beforehand lotion, a really different idea in hand lotions. If you use Trouchet before you put your hands in dishwater or do light laundry, your hands will be protected, even in hot, soapy water.
I can get commercials on my own show.
And I'll tell you another little secret. You can use Trouchet as you use ordinary hand lotions. Any time your hands needs a creamy, softening lotion. Trouchet, you see, is an all-round lotion, but one that also gives you beforehand protection, something none of those ordinary lotions give you.
Now, don't forget, Mr. Moran, this is our little secret.
Right, Miss Southern, just between you, me, and the millions of people who hear me talk about Trouchet every week.
Oh.
Okay, just so long as it don't go no further than that.
Hello? Oh, hello, Archie. Where are you? We're waiting to rehearse the play. You're not coming?
A catastrophe. Ann, what happened?
Archie's locked in his room and can't get out.
Well, why doesn't he get his landlady to open the door?
Who do you think locked him in? Archie, why did she lock you in your room? Oh.
What did he say?
He owes her the rent since February.
Only since February?
February 1928.
Give me the phone. Hello, Arch. Don't weaken, old boy. Keep a stiff upper plate. Send the plate down and we'll carry on without you. And we're going to act in Archie's play.
Oh, what a catastrophe.
Before this play reaches Broadway, I'm afraid she's going to have to brush up on her grammar. All right, everybody, stand by. We're going to rehearse Archie's play. Eddie, did you read your part yet?
Yeah, I read it.
What do you think of it?
I'm feeling mighty low.
That ain't no way to talk. After all, the play's the thing.
Yes, but the question is this thing a play?
Annie, girl, we got to do it for Archie's sake. Mr. Melnick, if you please, the overture. Sounds like some of the boys didn't pay their dues this month. Go ahead, Eddie. Read the opening announcement.
Ladies and gentlemen, tonight we present a murderous play. Written by Mr. Archie, entitled The Mystery of the Laughing Piano, or Who Tickled the Iris. Our scene opens in the detective's office.
I'm Detective Sherlock Durante, the famous private news. Professionally, I'm known as the Year. Disguise, you know. Some of the kind of lines they're giving me. I'm sitting at my desk examining my empty gun. I'm standing at my mirror examining my powder burns. I call my trusted assistant, Dr. Watson. Oh, Dr. Watson.
Did you call me, Chief?
What casting? Quick, Watson, the needle.
Why? Have you got a clue?
No, I just ripped my pants. Hello. Thank you. Goodbye.
What was it, Chief?
An anonymous tip that a gruesome murder is about to be committed at the old Throckmorton Mansion at 8976 1/4 Baker Street. In the rear apartment, 2 flights up.
But, Chief, how could you learn all that in 2 seconds?
Supercharged hearing aid. Quick, Watson, I must lose no haste.
Shall I call you a taxi?
No, Durante the detective always travels by super cheap. Super cheap.
Shifts now to the home of Herman Throckmorton, prominent clubman and well-known oyster peeker, who made his millions peeking in oysters to find pearls. Gladys Throckmorton, his devoted wife, speaks.
I hate my husband. I've hated him for years. But since the family cannot stand the scandal of a divorce, I have decided to kill him.
Gladys?
Yes, Herman?
What are you carving on that tombstone?
Oh, nothing that would interest you, dear. By the way, do you spell Herman with 1 or 2 N's?
1.
Oh.
And what are you doing with that bullet in your hand?
Writing your name on it.
How thoughtful of you.
Herman, did you make out your will leaving everything to me?
Not exactly. I decided to leave everything to myself.
But the $1 million pearl, surely you're leaving that to me.
Nothing doing. I swore to me dying day I'll tell no one that I've hidden my $1 million pile in the piano.
In the piano?
In the piano.
That's all I wanted to know.
Gladys, dear, why are you painting that bullseye on my chest?
Excuse me, Herman.
Oh, that's all.
Good evening, madam. I'm Sherlock Durante, the famous detective.
Oh, you're a little early. Excuse me.
No.
You can come in now. Can I do anything for you?
Yes, but first, business. What are you doing with that smoking gun in your hand?
I ran out of cigarettes.
You like that for a minute? I thought I had a clue.
But why are we standing here? Won't you come in and see the body?
Right behind you, madam.
There. That's the late Mr. Throckmorton lying on the floor. Please forgive him for not rising.
Let me examine the body. Why, madam, your husband has a hole in his head.
That I know. But what killed him?
Well, do you mind if I ask a few questions? Just routine?
Oh, of course not.
What are you doing after the funeral?
That's a routine question? That's a routine question?
It's my routine.
Are you sure you're a detective?
Madam, I'm a born detective. Why, when I was born and the doctor slapped me, I got his fingerprints. I've been carrying them around ever since.
Well, I'll take your word for it.
Stumped again, but back to business. When I find where the Throckmorton pearl is hidden, I'll have the killer. Let me get at that piano.
No, don't go near that piano. I mean, please have some respect for the corpse.
Okay, I'll only play on the black keys. A dink-a-dee, a dink-a-doo, a dink-a-dee. Oh! There's something wrong with that note. Oh! Must be something causing it to stick. Wait, I've got it.
You mean?
Yes, the pearl. I know where it's hidden.
Where?
In the closet. Quick, open the door. How do you like that? Only an old Hoover vacuum cleaner.
How do you know it's a Hoover?
It's wearing a high-starched collar.
Oh, dear. You know, for a detective, I found you really quite amusing. I think I could really learn to like you.
Thank you, Mrs. Throckmorton. Or may I call you Gladys?
Oh, please do.
Well, Gladys, I arrest you for the murder of your husband.
That's ridiculous. You have no evidence.
Oh, no, look at your husband, dead as a mackerel. A hideous copyist if I ever saw him.
I resent that.
Look, Herman's alive.
How can you tell?
Well, it isn't easy. How do you explain it? After all, I did shoot him.
I think I have the answer. Mr. Throckmorton, how many oysters do you eat a day?
Oh, 6 or 7 dozen.
There's your explanation. As everybody knows, oysters contain more iodine than iodine itself.
Oh, you mean?
Indubitably. Mr. Throckmorton is so antiseptic that he's self-healing. Hello, Archie. I'm glad you called. Has your landlady still got you locked in your room? Well, I got the solution to your problem. Yeah, read the play to her, and she'll throw you out.
Men, the quickest way to discover something better is to try it. That's why I want you to try Benex Brushless Shave Cream. Benex is the new wonder shave with a sensational beard softening formula that has brought better shaving to thousands of men.
Benex Brushless leaves your face feeling extra smooth and comfortable.
And Benex doesn't clog your razor or drain either.
But don't take our word for it. See for yourself. Get a tube of Benex at your nearest drug counter.
Or we'll send you a trial tube free. Write your name and address on a postcard and mail to Benex, B-E-N-E-X, Empire State Building, New York 1, New York.
Remember, buy Benex Brushless.
Or try it free. Write Benex, Empire State Building, New York. Hurry, offer limited. It's time now to leave Duffy's Tavern for this evening, but let's meet here again at the same time next Wednesday when Archie will be back on the job. Duffy's Tavern is brought to you by Vitalis for well-groomed hair and Trouchet, the hand lotion with the beforehand extra. Jimmy Durante appeared through the courtesy of Camel Cigarettes and can be heard on his own show every Friday on the same network. And Southern appeared by arrangement with Metro-Goldwyn-Mayer, producers of the Technicolor picture Little Women, starring June Allison, Peter Lawford, and Margaret O'Brien. Each Wednesday, Bristol-Myers brings you Duffy's Tavern and Mr. District Attorney, which follows immediately over most of these stations.
This is NBC, the national broadcasting company.
Vitalis for well-groomed hair and Trouchet, the hand lotion with the beforehand extra, bring you Duffy's Tavern, starring Archie himself, Ed Gardner. Here's a new and different way to care for your hands. It's with Trouchet, the beforehand lotion, a really different idea in hand lotions. Use Trouchet before you get to work, before you do dishes, before you put your hands in dishwater or do light laundry. Trouchet is so effective that it will guard your hands even in that hot, soapy water. But you can also use Truchet as you use ordinary hand lotions, anytime your hands need a creamy, softening lotion. So get Truchet and get an all-around hand lotion that also gives you beforehand protection. Get Truchet, the beforehand lotion, and get softer, lovelier hands.
Hello, Duffy's Tavern. Where do you eat meat to eat? Archie the manager speaking. Duffy ain't here. Oh, hello, Duffy. Well, it looks like spring is here. Yes, spring. And the whole world's kind of lousy with Mother Nature's wonders. Well, I might start this thing over again. Duffy's Tavern, where do you eat? Spring and the whole world lousy with Mother Nature's wonders. I'm out of practice. I wasn't here last week. What? You ain't noticed nothing different, Duffy? Well, just gaze your eyes out the window, and what do you see? Mrs. Murphy's long underwear? Well, that proves it's spring. She ain't wearing them. Oh, she is, huh? She's sitting out on the fire escape? Oh. Well, she don't do that in the winter, so it proves it's spring. Yeah, the time of the year when the birds and the bees watch people and take notes. Yeah. In other words, you know how all year long a guy sits around thinking about dames? Well, spring is when he does something about it. Yeah. Well, Duffy, why don't you be more romantic? Don't spring mean nothing to you? It means Eddie and me should get busy with the spring cleaning? Duffy, it's employers like you that give work a bad name. Besides, the joint don't look so bad. It's clean enough to fool the health inspector and yet dirty enough to keep him intrigued. Huh? Okay, Duffy. Eddie.
Yes?
Eddie, when was the last time this place was cleaned up?
Oh, I know. I'm Eddie Green, not Elephant.
Eddie, stop gold bricking. We got to clean up the place. Now, get up there on the ladder and sweep that big spider web off the ceiling.
Got news for you.
What?
That spider web is the ceiling.
Well, cut the jokes and get up on the ladder, and while you're up there, scrape the dirt off the walls.
All the dirt?
Yeah.
What do you want to do, start a landslide?
Eddie, will you get to work and decease the comedy?
Hello, boys.
Oh, hello, Miss Duffy.
Well, it looks like spring has really come to 3rd Avenue.
Yeah, you noticed it too, huh?
Yeah. On my way down here, a robin whistled at me.
Mm-hmm. Well, for you, that's about par. But it looks like you're the only member of the family that seems to relish spring.
Oh, no. Mama thinks it's very romantic, too. Guess what?
What?
Last night when she went to bed, she put a mud pack on her face. You should have heard Papa complain.
Why?
He says it was like sleeping next to a swamp. Incidentally, Archie.
Yeah?
Papa says as soon as you finish with the spring cleaning, either you or Eddie can have the night off.
A night off? No kidding. Quick, let me get my address book here.
Just a minute. Mr. Duffy said either you or me could have the night off.
Well, if that's your attitude, I'll toss you for it.
Okay, wait till I get out off the ladder here.
Don't bother. I'll just toss the coin and I'll let you know how it comes out.
I stay up there and you going to let me know how it comes out?
Yeah. Oh, here we are. Call it, Eddie.
Okay. Heads. And have a nice time.
What do you know? Tails, I win. Lucky, huh, Eddie? Eddie, I did not cheat.
I didn't say nothing.
I know, but in the future, I'll thank you to watch the tone of your silence. Well, I think I'll go and paint the town. I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah, before you go painting the town, ain't you forgetting 2 things?
What?
A, money, and B, a girl.
Eddie, if one has A, one can get B. And I happen to have me full week's paycheck, $15 worth of A.
What about it?
Well, the little address book is just busting at the seams here. I don't like to brag, but, you know the New York telephone directory?
Yeah?
They get their numbers from me. Now, let's see this book here. Rosie, Mabel, Yvonne, Emma. Yeah, Emma Schultz. I ain't seen her in years.
You mean the butcher's daughter?
Yeah. Weather, honey. We used to neck in our old man's refrigerator. You know, Schultz never did find out why his ice bill was so high. I think I'll call her up. Hello? Is Emma there? This is her husband? Well, sir, when you hear the tone, the time will be 9:27 and a half.
Sound like that refrigerator was a little crowded.
Yeah, well, let's see now. Let me try this one now. Hello? Is Hazel there? She's taking a bath? Sorry, I must have the wrong number. Let's see. Oh, here's one, yeah, Amber Gris McNulty. Yeah, me old sweetheart from PS4.
No dice. Now, I just saw her the other day. She's married and got 14 kids.
Really? And to think she always flunked multiplication. Well, let's see. Who else could I call? Hello, operator? Give me information. Hello, information? Look, honey, what are you doing tonight? Hello? And that kind of a dame calls herself a public utility.
No more phone number?
Well, nothing up to my usual standard. What a break. A spring night and no dame. Spring with the crocuses croaking. And the trees blossoming. And the little things popping up out of the ground.
Did I hear you say something about spring?
Yeah, good old spring. Ain't it wonderful?
Yep, no bed should be without one.
What I mean is spring in the air.
Well, if you say so, Arch, but I ain't much of a pole vaulter.
Maybe we better switch the subject. Where you been all day?
Up in Central Park, seeing the sights.
Mm-hmm. And vice versa?
Yeah. Boy, what fun I had feeding the squirrels.
Nuts?
Some of them. Yeah, but most of them squirrels is just as normal as you and me.
Yeah.
In fact, a lot of them is much normaler than people.
Where's that remark?
Well, sometimes people are stupid. Up in the park there, I was watching a sailor out on the lake in a rowboat with his girl. All he did for 2 hours was hug and kiss her.
Well, what's stupid about that?
Well, you'd think after months on the ocean, the guy'd be sick and tired of water.
Then again, maybe the guy was in love.
Love?
Yeah.
Well, that's stupid, too.
What do you mean?
Well, what happens? The guy falls in love with a dame and they get married. Before you know it, they got 8 or 10 kids. And the kids get married. Pretty soon the guy's an old man with a bunch of grandchildren.
So?
And one day his wife leaves him and he's got to start all over again. Well, I'll see you later. I got to get down to the police station.
The police for what?
Well, when I was up in the park, I found this lady's purse and I'm going down to return it.
Lady's purse? Let me see it.
Yeah.
Hey, look at that. Genuine stimulated leather. Hey, and look at here.
What?
This picture. It must be the dame that lost it. Look at that bathing suit. What a tomato. Finnegan, forget the police station, huh?
Why?
Well, here's her name and phone number, Myrtle Dodge. I'll call her up and talk to her, you know. Just let her know we found the purse, that is.
Oh, yeah? You ain't kidding me, Arch. I know what you're after.
What?
The reward.
You ain't kidding. Hello? Is this Myrtle Dodge? Well, my name is Archie. I think I found your purse. Now, if I bring it up to you, how about a date? You can't leave your girlfriend? Well, what's she like? Is she as buxom as you? Even buxomer, huh? Okay, I'll bring a friend for your friend. All right. Finnegan, come on. We got a double date.
Just a minute. What do I have to do?
Oh, nothing. Just talk to the dame, hold her hand, maybe kiss her goodnight.
Nothing doing. That kissing stuff ain't for me.
You mean you never kissed the dame?
Only me mother.
Well, your mother's a dame.
Yeah, but you'd never know it.
Now, look, Finnegan, I got a date for you. You know, kissing a sweetheart is a lot different from kissing your mother.
Oh, yeah? What's the difference?
About 5 minutes. Now, come on with me and you'll see for yourself.
Hi, Arch.
Oh, hello, Joe. I'm just on my way up to meet a new girlfriend.
Oh, what's she like?
Well, here, look for yourself. Here's a picture in a bathing suit. Joe, stop staring so long.
Why?
A thing like that could be habit forming.
Very nice, Arch. You say you've got a date with her?
Yeah, I'm on my way up to see her now.
The way you look?
Well, I might change me suit.
Is that all?
Well, I might shave.
Yeah.
Put on me Blue Jay corn plaster.
What else?
Vitalis me hair.
Oh, Arch, I'm glad you said that.
Joe, I thought you'd be.
Sure, because there's nothing like Vitalis to make your hair look its best. Make you look your best. Make you look well-groomed. After all, Arch, you're a handsome devil.
I didn't think you cared.
I didn't want to spoil all those good looks by showing up with dry, unruly hair.
Oh, perish forbid.
Vitalis will tame down dry, unruly hair, make it look well-groomed, but without a greasy patent leather shine. There's no mineral oil in Vitalis, you know. Vitalis doesn't contain a single drop of it. Just pure vegetable oil, so your hair is left natural-looking, handsome in a masculine way. So, Arch, why don't you give yourself a Vitalis 60-second workout before your date tonight, and you'll attract any girl.
Okay, Joe, I'll use the Vitalis now. Is that all you have to say?
Yeah, except that Vitalis is a goodbye.
Goodbye, Joe.
Hey, Mr. Archie, you better hurry up. You've been standing in front of that mirror for 10 minutes.
Yeah, no wonder Dames is nuts about me. That profile, that sensitive face. Linda Christian, how could you do it? Eddie, I gotta look my best tonight. Now, you got a nail file?
Here you are.
Thanks. I gotta scrape this mud off my shoes. You know, first impressions is important.
What about that cigar butt behind your ear?
Oh, yeah, I'm glad you reminded me. I'll put a Corona band around it. I think maybe I'd better get myself a new suit, too.
Where you going to get it? Salvation Army?
Don't be cryptic. It happens I have a new tailor, the Duke of Kemp Tailoring Emporium Limited.
Is this the place where you walk 3 flights down?
Well, you have to make some sacrifices if you want to dress well. I think I'll give him a call. Hello, Duke of Kent Tailoring Emporium? Oh, hello, Mo. This is Archie. Archie, the padded shoulders with the belt in the back. Look, Mo, what have you got in a well-fitting misfit? Gray tweed with just a slight imperfection? What's the imperfection, Mo? One of the sleeves is missing. Well, frankly, I was figuring on something a little more tailored. Tell me, why don't you just pick one out for me? You know, one of the good ones, the ones you put in the window.
Sure. Looks good on the dummy. Why shouldn't it look good on you?
Quiet. Okay, Mo, I'll pick it up in a little while. By the way, that's 2 pair of pants, ain't it? Uh-huh. And the free catcher's mitt? Okay, see you in a while, Mo. Boy, I'm going to knock that Myrtle Dodd's eyes out.
Yeah, it ain't for nothing that they call you Archie the Playboy.
Some playboy.
What did you say?
Oh, nothing.
I know, but how did you express it this time? What was that crack about the Playboy?
Well, all I say is there's two kinds of men that take a girl out.
Namely?
Well, there's the one type that takes you out and buys you lobster and champagne. And then there's your type. A quick beer and a struggle.
This from a dame that sits by the telephone praying for wrong numbers.
Say, Art.
Yeah?
About our date tonight, do you suppose the girls would notice it if I didn't go along?
Now, look, Finnegan, you can't back out now. The date's all set.
Well, where are we going to take them, Art?
Well, I wonder how much the Stork Club would cost. Let me call them up. Hello, Stork Club. How much do you charge for dinner for 4 people? Thank you. Hello, Toots yours? Is Toots there? Well, see how close you can get him to the phone, will you? Hello, Toots. This is Archie at Duffy's Tavern. Well, we're taking a couple of dames out tonight, and since I'm a fellow restaurant owner, well, I don't want to haggle, but what sort of a professional rate could you give me? Uh-huh. Let's haggle. Huh? You don't lower your prices for nobody? Well, look, I'm planning to spend about $4. Where do you think I should go? Mr. Shaw, there I can go for nothing.
Hey, look, Art, you got to let me out of this date.
Why?
Well, you know me. I don't know how to act in them high-class nightclubs.
Well, there's nothing to worry about. You just walk in and you're greeted by the maitre d'.
Who's that?
The guy that throws you out. That is ordinarily, but if you got the money, he leads you over to the table, see? Then when you get to the table, that's when you start cutting corners.
Oh.
Well, you carelessly say to him, oh, well, Capitan, I think I shall place our dinner order later.
What's the idea of that?
Well, this is to give the dame you're with a chance to fill up on bread.
Then I suppose you stall a little while longer by dancing, huh?
Dancing? Are you mad and let her work up an appetite?
Yeah, but sooner or later she's going to get hold of that menu.
Well, not necessarily. If a gentleman is well-bred, he always looks at the menu first, see? And if he sees something like pressed duck for $4.50...
Yeah?
He quick breathes on the dame's bifocals and fogs them up.
Boy. Art, you sure been around.
I think I know a few angles. There's a lot of little tricks, Finnegan, you know, like how to nonchalantly slip your hand under the napkin, thus giving the appearance that one is actually leaving the waiter a tip. And how, on leaving the nightclub, to avoid giving the doorman a gratuity, you see, you send him down to the corner for a taxi and walk off in the other direction. But enough of this instruction. I got to get down to the Duke of Kent and get that suit. Well, fellas, look me over. How do you like my new suit?
Well, pull down the shades and call me Sunset.
Well, aside from the colors, how do you like the tailoring?
Let's see. Turn around.
Okay.
From the back, the front looks perfect.
Miss Archie, them trousers.
What about the trousers?
Well, ain't they a little tight across the chest?
Eddie, after all, you got to remember this suit was made for somebody else.
Oh, and then the circus left town, huh?
Look, maybe it ain't perfect, but you got to admit it's good value. After all, only $9 with 2 pairs of pants.
Yeah, with pants as tight as that, you better bring the other pair along in case of a blowout.
I've never seen such jealousy.
All right. Here I am, all set for the date.
Hey, you got a clean shirt on. What happened?
Well, it was an accident, Arch. I thought I was playing a slot machine.
Yeah?
It turned out to be one of them automatic laundries.
Hey, them things must be all right, though. That shirt looks very well laundered.
Oh, yeah. Only thing was, it took me 20 minutes to crawl out of the machine.
You got stuck in the machine?
Yeah, but I didn't mind, Arch. That spinning around sure clears a guy's head. Hey, look, shall we get started here?
Why not? As the handkerchief said to the proboscis, let's blow. Well, this is Myrtle's address, Finnegan. Let's see here. Myrtle Dodds, apartment 27.
27? That must be down here at the end of the hall.
Yeah. Now, remember, Finnegan, I gave the tailor $3 deposit, and I only got $12 left, so leave us not let these dames talk us into spending a fortune. Wait a minute. Here we are, 27.
Yes?
Well, Huffa. Miss Dodds, I would like you...
Sorry, the exterminator was here yesterday.
Gee, Arch, I'm kind of disappointed. I was hoping the first date would last a little longer.
Wait a minute here.
Yes?
I'm afraid there must be some mistake.
Arch, when they slam it twice, is that what they mean by a double date?
Myrtle, I got the purse.
Oh, come in.
You are Myrtle, ain't you?
Yes?
Oh, well, I'm Archie, and this is my friend Finnegan. He's the one that really retrieved the lost purse.
Yes, he does look like a retriever.
Thank you.
By the way, where is your roommate?
Oh, Gertrude? Oh, she's in the other room. I'll call her. Gertrude? Yes? The boys are here. Okay, I'm coming. Hello, boys.
He's a gal. She looks like something on television.
I'm sorry I kept you waiting, boys, but I was putting on my face.
Did she have to put that one on?
Well, Gertrude, which one do you want? The retriever or giraffe neck here? Oh, let's draw matchsticks to see who gets who. Okay. Here, pick a match. Oh, gee, mine's shortest. I lose. Oh, Archie.
Yes?
Fate has thrown us together.
Fate should get a kick in the teeth.
Oh, Mr. Finnegan.
Yeah?
Why don't you and I sit over here?
Okay.
Aren't you going to hold the chair for me?
Why, it ain't moving.
Look, girls, we was planning to take you to dinner, but...
Why go out to dinner? We can cook dinner right here.
Okay. Usually I like to go out where one can dance.
Oh, we can dance right here, too.
I've been looking for this dame all my life. Well, honey, when do we start eating?
As soon as the groceries arrive. Myrtle? Yes? The groceries are here. Oh, Gertrude, do you have any money? Not a cent. Do you, Myrtle? Not a cent.
Well,
Oh, this is very embarrassing. We don't seem to have $6.
It's embarrassing for me. I do. Okay, here you are. Here's the $6.
Oh, I'll take it. I'll be back in a second.
Look, Myrtle, I realize you're with Finnegan, that he is your boyfriend now, but how about me holding your hand?
No.
Look, honey, you realize I'm a very attractive man, don't you?
No.
What a stubborn dame. Look, Myrtle, why don't you break down and just let me slip my arm around your waist?
Get away from me, you crumb.
Myrtle, you seem to forget I have $6 worth of groceries invested in you. Now, look, honey, leave this talk this over here.
Archie.
What is it now?
Ice cream.
How much?
$3.
$3. I suppose you girls are still broke.
I'm afraid so.
Okay, here you are, Gertrude. Pay the man the $3. Now, where was we, Myrtle? Myrtle, you're crying. What's the matter with you?
It isn't me. It's Mother.
How much? What's the matter with her?
She's starving. She needs $20.
$20 for food?
No, for a new upper plate. She can't chew.
But I only got $3 left.
Okay, you can owe me the other 17.
What have we got into here? Who's that?
Oh, just a second. I'll find out. Yes?
Is this Myrtle Dodd?
Yes?
Well, you don't know me, but I happen to find your purse.
Oh, no. Come on, Finnegan. Brother, are we lucky to get out of that joint? Them dames clipped me for $12.
Yeah, what suckers?
Yeah, we sure was.
Well, I mean the dames.
What do you mean, the dames?
Look what I swiped from the grocery bag. A whole salami.
Yes, it's a hit. Thousands of men have switched to new Benex brushless shave cream. Thousands are discovering that Benex gives them the best shaves they've ever had.
Mister, it's time you, too, tried Benex, the new wonder shave with a sensational beard-softening formula.
Benex brushless leaves your face feeling extra smooth, comfortable.
And Benex doesn't clog your razor or drain.
But don't take our word for it. Just try Benex yourself. Get a tube at your nearest drug counter.
Or we'll send you a big 25-cent tube free. Write your name and address on a postcard and mail to Benex, B-E-N-E-X, Empire State Building, New York 1, New York.
Remember, buy Benex brushless or try it free by writing Benex, Empire State Building, New York. Hurry, offer limited. Duffy's Tavern for this evening, but let's meet here again at the same time next Wednesday. Duffy's Tavern is brought to you by Vitalis for well-groomed hair and Truchet, the hand lotion with the beforehand extra. Each Wednesday, Bristol Myers brings you Duffy's Tavern and Mr. District Attorney, which follows immediately over most of these stations. This is NBC, the national broadcasting company. Vitalis for well-groomed hair and Truchet, the beforehand lotion, bring you Duffy's Tavern, starring Archie himself, Ed Gardner. Say, men, here's a way to lick the problem of dry, unruly hair. Hair dried out by sun, wind, and water. It's with Vitalis and the famous 60-second workout. No hair preparation can give your scalp and hair better protection than Vitalis and the 60-second workout. For the Vitalis formula contains 2 of the same ingredients that many skin specialists prescribe for dry, flaky scalps, plus all the other extras that make your hair more handsome, more healthy looking. So try the Vitalis 60-second workout. Let it prevent scalp and hair dryness, rout flaky dandruff, and give you the best-looking, healthiest-looking head of hair you ever had. You look your best tomorrow if you get a bottle of Vitalis today.
Hello, Duffy's Tavern. Where do you like meat to eat? Archie the manager speaking. Duffy ain't here. Oh, hello, Duffy. Business? Well, it's been a little slow all week, but I'm sure it'll pick up as soon as a customer comes in. Yeah, the way it's been going, all we ever used the cash register for is a paperweight for the IOUs. Huh? From now on, everybody pays cash? But, Duffy, you can't do that. We can't treat our clientele that way. This is high-class people, accustomed to charge accounts, people with backgrounds. These are second and third generation chiselers. Huh? I got to collect all outstanding IOUs? But, Duffy, how can I? Well, I can. Most of our customers is broke. You can't expect me to get blood out of a tulip. Huh? Okay, I'll do the best I can. Eddie.
Yes?
Eddie, look, how many dinners did we serve tonight?
Let's see. You eaten yet?
No.
None.
That bad, huh?
Yeah. Well, let me put it this way. You see that mouse over there nibbling at the free lunch?
Yeah?
The minute he reaches for a toothpick, the dinner rush is over.
Eddie, you know our policy. No jokes about the free lunch. Also, we got another new policy. No more charge accounts. Duffy saw about the customers not paying their bills.
Well, it ain't the customer's fault.
What do you mean?
Well, it's the way they were brought up. When other kids was learning the ABCs, the ones in this neighborhood was learning the IOUs.
Well, irregardless of the reason, we got to start collecting. Now, hand me that box of IOUs there.
Okay. Want to help me lift it?
Okay, here, get hold of it now.
Well, that takes care of the A's.
All right, now let's get to the B's. Incidentally, did you notice how systematic I got them boxes? Read the labels, Eddie.
Let's see. Won't pay. Refuses to pay. Never will pay. What about this one?
What about it?
No label.
Oh, that's for the deadbeats.
Quite a system, you know. What about this one? The one labeled disregard.
Oh, well, them is IOUs from guys 6 foot tall, over 200 pounds. Hey, Miss Duffy, come here. I want you to help check these IOUs.
Oh, okay.
Now, let's see here. Let's see. That was a sight laugh. Let's see. Louis the Lush, 25 cents. One-Eyed Gold Fob, 25 cents. Clancy the Cop, 25 cents. Herbie the Midget, 12.5 cents. Miss Duffy, render them gentlemen a statement.
Oh, okay. What about this IOU from Grease Tub O'Rourke?
The gourmet?
Yeah. It's for $8.60.
Oh, yeah, $8.60 the time he threw the big birthday party.
Yeah. That was 5 years ago, and he hasn't been in since. I think we ought to sue him.
Miss Duffy, a man that spends $8.60 in one night ain't the kind of customer who can afford to antagonize. Now, let's get to the next one here. Let's see. Willie Schultz. 8-course dinner. IOU 20 cents. I think we're going to have trouble collecting that one.
Why?
He says we padded the bill.
We did.
Archie, look, the trouble with you is you're too soft. You let everybody take advantage of you.
Maybe you're right. You know, to get along in business today, you gotta be tough and ruthless, you know? Give me one of them IOUs.
No, okay. Here's one from Lightfinger Lynch.
Lightfinger Lynch. Yeah, that crumb. Give me the phone. I'm gonna call him up.
Maybe he's out.
No, I'm pretty sure he's in. Hello? I'd like to speak to Lightfinger Lynch. He can't come to the phone, huh? Well, look, Warden. I don't want to alarm you, but I think it's only fair to warn you that you are harboring a criminal. I'm sick of being nice to people.
Mr. Archie, that customer over there.
What, a seedy-looking guy?
Yeah, he just finished a hamburger and he wants another one.
So?
He's got that IOU look in his eye.
Well, kick him out.
But, Mr. Archie, he looked kind of shabby now. He looked like he could use a meal.
Eddie, I tell you gotta be tough. Now, let me handle this. Good afternoon, me good man. Me maitre d' here informs me that you have ordered a XX hamburger. Have you got any dough?
No, I'm broke.
I thought so. Get out of here, you crumb.
But, mister, I'm still hungry.
So what? People without dough ain't got no business getting hungry. Here. Let me help you to the door, me good man. And here's a little something to remember me by.
Oh! Mr. Archie, did you have to kick him?
Well, sure. Why not?
Well, wasn't the hamburger punishment enough?
Eddie, the trouble with you is you're too soft. In this world, believe me, it's every man for himself. Dog eat dog, and the devil take the hindmost. Hello, Finnegan. What can I do for you?
I think I'll have a ham sandwich.
Ham sandwich on what?
On credit.
Sorry, Finnegan, we got a new policy. From now on, no more IOUs.
No more what?
IOUs.
Look, I'm old enough. You don't have to spell in front of me.
Cut out the asinines, will you? And while we're on the subject, how about paying the 15 cents for that Parmesan cheese sandwich last week?
Gosh, I'm broke.
Well, then why did you eat the sandwich? What kind of a man are you, anyhow? You want to go through life not paying bills? What do you think people are going to say about you when you die?
Probably the same thing they said about my Uncle Horace.
What was that?
Let's bury him.
Finnegan, stop trying to evade important issues with flippant quips. Now, pay me the 15 cents.
Well, okay, I'll pay you.
Good.
Can you lend me 15 cents?
Where am I going to get the 15 cents?
Well, you always get it out of the cash register.
Yeah, but how am I going to get the dough to put it back?
I'll give you me IOU. You see, then we'll all be even.
We'll be even?
Yeah.
Let's see. Yeah, I guess we would. Hey, wait a minute.
What's the matter?
That way we'd be clipping you for an extra 15 cents.
How come?
Well, you only had one sandwich and we'd be holding 2 IOUs.
Don't worry, Arch. I didn't hold the sandwich. Yeah, so it works out even, you see. But anyway, why do you make all this fuss about one little sandwich?
It ain't the sandwich, it's the principle. There's a lot of people that's affected economic-wise by that cheese sandwich.
Oh.
You see, cheese is made from milk.
Yeah?
Now, that milk has to come from a cow.
Yeah.
So, naturally, there's the farmer that owns the cow. Now, this farmer has a daughter.
Arch, I don't like to stop you, but I just heard the story yesterday.
This is a different story.
Oh.
Talking about economics now. Now, you see, the farmer's daughter, she milks the cow.
Yeah?
Then there's the man that has to deliver the milk to the market. And the man that homogenizes the milk into cheese. All kinds of people. Then there's Al Jolson. And hundreds of other people.
How do you like that? All them people making a living out of a sandwich I ain't even paid for.
You know, Finnegan, if you wasn't such an old friend, I'd be forced to ejaculate you. Just like I threw out that bum a few minutes ago.
You threw a guy out?
Yeah.
I hope it wasn't the guy I heard about on the radio.
What guy?
Some millionaire that goes around dressed like a bum.
You mean Bing Crosby?
Archie, Finnegan's talking about J. Everett Poindexter.
J. Everett, who's he?
Well, here, it's right here in the paper. He's a millionaire who goes around posing as a bum and hands out $1,000 bills.
Whom to him?
To people who are kind to him. People who help others less fortunate than themselves.
J. Everett Poindexter, huh?
Art,
yeah?
How does a guy get to be a bum?
Well, first he gets married.
Yeah?
That's all. J. Everett Poindexter.
Look, is getting married the only way to become a bum?
Well, no. A guy can start as a panhandler, a vagrant, a hobo.
A radio comedian?
Yeah, of course. Eddie, you wasn't at Libin, was you? J. Everett Poindexter.
Archie, what's the difference between a bum and you?
He gets paid.
Boy, Eddie, she thought she had you.
Art, I hate to pursue this subject, but does one have to go to college to become a bum?
Well, not necessarily, but it helps. Finnegan, why all this sudden interest about bums?
Well, Art, as you know, for some time I've been dabbling in unemployment.
Yes?
Now I'm thinking of making it a profession.
Now, Finnegan, you wouldn't want that kind of a life.
No, that ain't for you.
Nah, you gotta live outdoors all the time.
Yeah, depend on people to give you free clothes and meals.
Don't have no job.
No regular hours.
Nobody to tell you what to do. Eddie.
Yeah, I wonder when we could join up.
Oh, what's the use of dreaming? J. Everett Poindexter. Miss Duffy, you say he poses as a bum and gives away $1,000? Eddie, that bum I threw out, it might have been J. Everett Poindexter. Finnegan, quick, we got to get the guy back. Go out and round up every bum you can find and tell him that I'm inviting to come down here.
Okay, Art, but what if they refuse the invitation?
Well, just tell them we're holding open house at Duffy's Tavern.
Well, make up your mind. You want him to come or don't you?
Cut the wisecracks, Eddie. Now get going, Finnegan, quick.
Oh, hello, Arch.
Oh, hello, Joe. Glad to see you. We're holding open house here at the tavern.
Open house?
Yeah.
You mean the ceiling's caved in again?
This is a different kind, Joe. You see, I got a new slant on things. I want the joy of helping others, the satisfaction of unselfish generosity, the pleasure of charity for charity's sake.
The thrill of getting $1,000.
Eddie, the farthest thing from my mind was J. Everett Poindexter.
Hey, who's he, Arch?
He's a millionaire that goes around handing out dough to people that does good for other people, see? An eccentric.
Oh, really? Well, I'll see you later, Arch.
Where you going?
To find that millionaire. If he's looking for people that help others, what's wrong with me?
You mean?
Certainly. I help a lot of women.
Sounds interesting. Tell me about it, Joe.
I help women every week when I tell them that for the softest, smoothest, loveliest hands, they should use Truchet, the beforehand lotion. What greater help could you give a woman than to tell her about a hand lotion like Truchet that she can put on beforehand, before she does dishes, before she does light laundry, so her hands will be protected even in that hot, soapy water. And what greater help could you get from a hand lotion than to be able to use it not only beforehand, but anytime. Anytime you need a creamy, softening lotion. Truly, anyone who wants to help herself to smoother, softer, lovelier hands should begin today to use Truchet.
You know, Joe, listening to that talk about Truchet just gave me an idea. You know, if Poindexter gives me that $1,000, you know the first thing I'm going to do?
What?
Buy a set of earplugs.
Well, Art, boy, I got a flock of them.
Yeah, huh? You round up all the bums in the neighborhood?
Yeah, and there's one guy I think must be that millionaire, that Poindexter.
No kidding.
Yeah, I was watching him pick up cigar butts.
Yeah?
This guy didn't pick one up unless it had a Cadillac tire mark on it.
Well, All we can do is hope.
Yeah.
Where did you find all these guys?
Down to the Bowery, and the docks, and the city dump, and the lobby of the Ritz.
What was you doing at the Ritz?
Looking for strays.
But how could you tell the gentleman from the bums?
Oh, that's easy. I just walk up to a guy and say, "Hey, you big bum."
Yeah?
If he sucked me, I knew he was a gentleman. But I certainly did a good job for you, Art.
Swell. What'd you finally wind up with?
1 black eye, 2 front teeth, and 14 bums.
Yeah,
Tell me something, Mr. Archie. When these bums come in for the handout, what are we going to use for food?
The same food that people eat here every night. By the way, is there any left?
Food or people?
Look, Eddie, if it's good enough for the rest of the bums that come to this place, it's good enough for them bums. Now, let's see. How can we make them feel at home? Tell you what, put a sign out in front, hobo spoken here. Now, let's see, what else? Oh, yeah, Eddie, what can we do to make the place look like a boxcar?
Just put it on wheels.
Hey, Art, look. Here come the bums in now.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, look at them. Look at them, Eddie. What do you think?
Well, they certainly add tone to the place.
You ain't kidding. You know, one of them bums may be J. Everett Poindexter himself. Eddie.
Yeah?
That tall, distinguished bum over there, the one with the cardboard vest and the plug hat.
Yeah?
Sort of bump into him and see if he jingles, huh? Hey, wait a minute. First, I'll address him. Gentlemen, welcome to Duffy's Tavern, where I hope you will find a safe and friendly haven from the cares and stripes of this unfriendly world.
For this, I had to leave a nice shady spot in the gutter.
I hope you gentlemen will accept our fine, unselfish gesture in the spirit...
Hey, Bodie, air in this place.
What about it?
Where are you hiding the goat?
Maybe you're right. The atmosphere does seem a trifle putrefied. Eddie, please close the door to the icebox.
I can't. We need the light.
Look, cut the gab. Where's the food?
Coming right up. Eddie, fetch this gentleman a hamburger while I test out to see which one is Poindexter. Tell me, sir, not that I wish to be subtle, but do you ever smoke expensive cigars like Coronas?
Partly.
Yeah. Tell me, do you like the V-type overshaft drive on the new Cadillac?
I don't know. I've been traveling on my private car on the Santa Fe.
Yeah. Sir, I wonder if we have any important friends in common.
Well, I know your boss.
You're a friend of Duffy's?
Yeah.
I guess I was wrong. The guy's a bum.
Hey, Doc, where's the hamburger?
Coming right up, sir. Eddie, I tell you what, you talk to that guy while I talk to this one, see?
Okay. Excuse me, sir. What line of business are you in?
Well, up until last month, I had a steady job at the Fulton Fish Market. After that, I became a bum.
Fish market, huh? How long did you work at the market?
Eddie, did I hear the word market?
This gentleman worked there.
Oh, really? Tell me, sir. You say you was connected with the market?
That's right.
What was your connection?
Well, I don't like to mention it.
Go ahead, you can tell me. What was you doing?
Cleaning up.
No. Do you mind if I ask what you cleaned up?
Oh, about 5,000 fish a day.
What did you do with these 5,000 fish?
Threw them away.
You threw them away?
Yeah, all except the fins.
What did you do with the fins?
Oh, I just handed them out for the kids to play with.
Eddie, the guy is loaded. Look, tell me, J.E., why did you leave the stock exchange?
The stock exchange? I'm talking about the Fulton Fish Market.
The fish market. Eddie, throw this imposter out.
Come along, mister. Kind, generous old Archie wants to kick you out.
Wait a minute, Eddie. I got a scheme. Gentlemen, how would you all like to step up to the bar for a round of free booze? Just a minute. What about you, sir? You seem to be shaking your head no. You don't drink?
That's right.
May I ask why?
I got an ulcer.
Eddie, we got the millionaire.
Just a minute. Now, just because he got an ulcer don't mean he's a millionaire.
Oh, no? When you're a millionaire, you got money, ain't you? And when you got money, you got dames. And when you got dames, you got worries. And when you got worries, you got ulcers. Now, let me back to the guy here. Sir, it gladdens me heart that you people came here tonight. It does something to me. It stirs up a real warm glow inside of me to realize that I'm making you bums happy.
Well, if it gladdens your heart so much, how come you kicked me out of here a little while ago?
Oh, that a mere slip of the foot, right, Eddie?
Yeah, the sort of tongue in the shoe.
Sure, just a boyish prank. But back to kind old me. Sir, I have always been kindly. It started when I was a kid, helping old ladies across the street. Sometimes I'd walk blocks just to find an old lady.
But what if she didn't want to cross the street?
That was her tough luck. That's the thing about kindness. When one has a passion for it, one does not care whom it hurts. Take me. On my day off, I spend hours riding the subway, even when I ain't going nowhere, just so I can stand up and give some old lady my seat. So that's the way I feel about you, sir.
Bartender, how about a drink?
Are you bum?
Certainly not.
Then beat it. As I was saying, take you, for example, sir. I have a feeling that if we were to look underneath those patches in your pants, that we'd find something very rare. A heart of gold.
Archie, that's all I wanted to hear. I think I owe you an apology.
An apology?
Yes. I'm not really a bum. I am J. Everett Poindexter, the millionaire.
I'm afraid I have never heard of you, sir. But please be our guest. Come on, everybody. Soup's on.
Yes, sir. Help yourself, gentlemen.
Just a minute. I need a fork.
A fork?
I don't like to pick up this food with my fingers.
You mean you haven't washed your hands?
I mean I have.
As I was saying, Mr. What was your name again, sir?
Poindexter.
Oh, yes. As I was saying, J. Everett, I am always anxious to help the other fella. I'm what they call a philanderer, you know. Love to help people. Now, take that poor downtrodden soul there. You, sir.
Yeah?
How would you like me to get a job for you so you can go to work?
Work? Please, not while I'm eating.
You mean you don't want me to get your job?
What I want a job for? To support a bum like me? Go get lost, you crackpot.
The mercy of charity is sometimes strained. But as I was saying, good night, sir. I think he should be with the Notre Dame backfield. As I was saying, Mr. Poindexter, I like to help people, and if I had a little extra wherewithal, say $1,000, I could do no end of good deeds.
Archie, who's paying for all this food you're handing out tonight?
Well, you see,
who owns this place?
Well, Duffy's the owner and proprietor, but I'm the real figurehead.
In other words, Duffy bought this food?
Well, yes and no. Excuse me. Hello? What, Duffy? What about the bums? Now, look, don't fly into a transom. Now, hold the line a minute, will you? Eddie, take Mr. Poindexter out of earshot. Hello? Hello, Duffy. You coming right down to kick them out? But, Duffy, you can't again. Hello? Hello? Oh, no. Eddie, we got to work fast. Duffy's coming down. Now, introduce me quick so I can make my charity speech.
Okay. Ladies, gentlemen, honored guests, millionaires, and bums, I would like to say a few words about our benefactor, Good Archie. In all the years I've known this gentleman, he has always thought of the other fella and how to do him a favor. Like when there's any work to be done, this kind gentleman always let me do it. Why? so Mr. Duffy won't catch me loafing. He has always been generous and kind. And now, to make a tall story short, I present to you, bums, a man I feel is one of you. Mr. Archie himself.
Thank you. J. Everett and fellow bums, it behooves me to make a long speech at this point, but I'm afraid I ain't got time. However, I find me reward in having you here, and if there is anyone in our monks that feels that some money should be handed out, I say that now is the time for that gentleman to open up his big fat wallet. Mr. Poindexter, do you have anything to say at this point?
Yes. I'd like to make a slight presentation.
Okay, but hurry it up.
Friends, tonight I'm going to reward a great humanitarian.
That's nice.
Archie, look who's in the doorway.
What? Duffy himself. Poindexter, quick. Give me the $1,000.
Just a second. Gentlemen, I deem it an honor and a privilege to bestow this token of gratitude upon the man who made this grand evening possible.
Thank you.
And so I present this $1,000 to our good friend, Patrick J. Duffy.
That's dirty Duffy. Duffy, did you have to come down here tonight? Don't you know that charity begins at home?
Yes, it's a hit. Thousands of men have switched to new Benex brushless shave cream. Thousands are discovering that Benex gives them the best shaves they ever had.
Mister, it's time you, too, tried Benex, the new wonder shave with a sensational beard-softening formula.
Benex brushless leaves your face feeling extra smooth and comfortable.
And Benex doesn't clog your razor or drain.
But don't take our word for it. Just try Benex yourself. Get a tube at your nearest drug counter.
Or we'll send you a big 25-cent tube free. Write your name and address on a postcard and mail to Benex, B-E-N-E-X, Empire State Building, New York 1, New York.
Remember, buy Benex brushless or get a big 25-cent tube free by writing Benex, Empire State Building, New York. Hurry, offer limited. It's time now to leave Duffy's Tavern for this evening, but let's meet here again at the same time next Wednesday when our guest will be Cass Daly. Duffy's Tavern is brought to you by Vitalis for well-groomed hair and Truchet, the beforehand lotion. Today, more than ever, the people of the world look to America for leadership. If they find us fighting among ourselves, discriminating against racial and religious groups, these frustrated, tired people will turn to a way of life that we know means war and bondage. Let us Americans demonstrate that men of different races, religions, and national origins can be united in freedom. Let us, by our example, bring a hope and faith in our American way of life so the rest of the world will choose democracy and peace. Each Wednesday, Bristol Myers brings you Duffy's Tavern and Mr. District Attorney, which follows immediately over most of these stations.
This is NBC, the National Broadcasting Company.
Bristol Myers, makers of Ipana toothpaste for the smile of beauty and Vitalis for well-groomed hair, bring you Duffy's Tavern with our guest tonight, Cass Daly, and starring Archie himself, Ed Gardner.
Hello, Duffy's Tavern, where the elite meets to eat. Archie the manager speaking. Duffy ain't here. Hello, Duffy. Tonight, Cass Daly. Well, she's sort of a Martha Ray, a Betty Hutton, and a Judy Canova, all rolled up into a Marjorie Main. Yeah, one of them hotshot dames, Duffy, full of vim, vigor, and vitality. In fact, they tell me that when a vitamin pill is feeling low, it takes one of her. And what a voice. You ought to hear her new phonograph record, All Right, Louie Dropped the Gun. She sings it so loud Louis could shoot the gun and nobody'd hear it. What does she look like? Well, let me put it this way. You know them trick mirrors down at Coney Island? Well, on them, Cass Daly looks beautiful. Worse looking than your daughter? Well, it's hard to say, you know. It'd be kind of a Mexican standoff. Huh? Well, why do you ask that question? You think it's time Miss Duffy got married? I could have told you that 20 years ago. Huh? You willing to put up a dowry of $500 to get her a husband? Really? Duffy, your daughter's got an agent. Did you hear that, Eddie? Duffy is offering $500 to get a guy to marry Miss Duffy.
Marry Miss Duffy? Well, that shouldn't be too tough.
You don't think so?
Oh, they split the atom, didn't they? Hey, look, why don't you marry Miss Duffy and collect the money yourself?
Ah, no, Eddie, her and me ain't got enough in common. You see, I'm a man and she's Miss Duffy. No, I don't mind a dame being homely looking, but she makes a fetish of it. I wonder who we could get to marry her.
Yeah, she might be a pretty good wife for somebody.
Yeah, but who though?
Well,
let's see.
Well, guess that exhausts the possibilities.
But there must be some crackpot that'd marry her, though.
The only trouble is, if he's a crackpot, the chances are he's already married.
Now, let's see, who could we get? Of course, in a pinch, there's always Tommy Manville.
Naughty Shaw.
No, I think he's already bagged his limit. Besides, guys like that is too sophisticated and too choosy, you know. We got to get somebody, as I say, somebody more on the crackpot side. Hello, Finnegan.
What?
Hello, Finnegan.
What?
I said hello. What are you trying to do?
Nothing much. Just jockeying for position.
Eddie, I think this might be just the man. Finnegan, how would you like to get married?
Arch, I didn't know you cared.
Finnegan, I ain't speaking on my own behalf. Oh. What I meant was, how would you like to marry Miss Duffy?
How would you like a punch in the nose?
Now, just a minute. She ain't that bad. Besides, her father's got a lot of dough.
Oh, yeah? Then why don't you marry her yourself?
How would you like a punch in the nose? Why don't you think about it, though, Finnegan? You know, marriage might be a good thing for a guy like you. It might bring you a lot of happiness.
Arch, what good is happiness?
What good is happiness?
Yeah. Can it buy money? Besides, me father has always been very much against me getting married.
He has, really? Well, why does he feel that way?
I don't know. Something about civilization.
I see what he means. But I still can't help feeling that there's something that, that you and Miss Duffy was meant for each other.
How do you figure?
Well, it's a cinch you two wasn't meant for anybody else.
Very sorry, Art, but you'll have to get another guy.
Yeah, but who? Who can I get?
Oh, wait a minute. You think she'd be interested in a dentist that owns his own Cadillac?
That could be.
A guy that has a yacht and about $1 million.
$1 million? She certainly would be. Do you know such a guy?
No, but I'll keep my eyes open.
And I think maybe it'd be better if you kept your mouth shut. Now, let me alone. I gotta get that $500 figured.
Yeah, well, if you're gonna get it, you better get it fast. That gal ain't getting no younger.
You ain't kidding. In fact, she's reached the age where she ain't even getting older. Hey, wait a minute. Ixnay on the conversation. Hey, here she comes.
Archie.
Oh, hello, Miss Duffy.
Guess what?
What?
I'm thinking of getting engaged.
Engaged? What'd you do, lie about your face? I mean, who are you, Who are you engaged to? What's the guy's name?
Elmer.
That figures. This Elmer sounds like just the right man for you, Miss Duffy.
But you haven't even seen him.
No, but I've seen you. Tell me, what's Elmer's last name?
How do I know? We're not married yet.
Oh. Well, what makes you think that the guy's intentions are serious?
Last night I had to slap him 3 times.
He got fresh?
No, he didn't. That's the thing about him, Archie. He hasn't tried to kiss me or make love to me. He hasn't even tried to hold my hand.
Well, then you're in.
What do you mean?
Already he's acting like a husband. I think you better grab this guy off quick, Miss Duffy. A dame like you don't get too many chances.
Oh, yeah? You should have $1 for every time I've been proposed to.
Miss Duffy, being asked to play shortstop by the Pitkin Avenue Tigers can hardly be called a proposal. Now tell me, when are you going to see this Elmer again?
Oh, he's coming down here tonight.
Oh, good. Excuse me a minute. Eddie, could you let me have a $10 advance on that $500?
No, wait a minute now. She ain't married yet.
She's as good as married. She says she's going out with him.
So what?
Any guy dumb enough to take that dame out is dumb enough to marry her.
Friends, brush your teeth twice a day with Ipana toothpaste. That's the Ipana way for healthier gums, for brighter teeth, for a sparkling, more beautiful smile. That's what dentists all over the country say, too. 8 out of 10 dentists say the Ipana way works. Try the Ipana way yourself. It's professionally approved dental care. 1, between regular visits to your dentist, brush all tooth surfaces with Ipana toothpaste at least twice a day. 2, massage gums the way your dentist advises to stimulate gum circulation. That's all. But see the difference Ipana toothpaste can make to your teeth, to your smile. Notice Ipana's wonderful flavor, too. How it leaves your mouth fresher, your breath cleaner. You'll really like Ipana and what it can do for you. So get a tube first chance you can. Remember, a good dentifrice like a good dentist is never a luxury. Make the Ipana way your way to healthier gums, brighter teeth, a more sparkling smile. The Ipana smile, the smile of beauty.
Well, Eddie, it won't be long now. We get this Elmer guy to marry Miss Duffy, and I collect $500.
Yeah, but getting the man to marry ain't gonna be easy.
What do you mean?
Well, look at it logically. A marriage license costs $2, don't it?
Yeah.
Well, for the same investment, the man could get a license to marry Hedy Lamarr.
Well, so what? Maybe Elmer wouldn't know the difference. You know, the old verboten, Eddie, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Hey, wait a minute. I think I got something in my eye.
Something in your eye?
Yeah, ain't that Cass Daly that just come in?
Well, it ain't Hedy Lamarr.
Cass, welcome to the Tavern. Here, let me look at you. You know, you ain't changed a bit.
Thanks, Archie. Let me look at you. You haven't changed a bit either.
Yeah, so much for insults.
So this is Duffy's Tavern, huh?
That's right.
You know something, Archie? It reminds me a lot of the inside of the Brown Derby.
Inside the Brown Derby, huh?
Yeah, the sweatband.
Jokes like that's going to bring back radio. But tell me, Cass, what's new in Hollywood?
Well, things are pretty bad.
Yeah, huh?
Yeah, you know, we actresses are beginning to feel the pinch.
What's new about that? But things are really tough out there, huh?
Yeah, Archie, you know, it's getting so bad in Hollywood that the agents are getting jobs for each other.
They ever get them for anybody else? But what have you got to worry about? You know, you're full of pep and vinegar. You'll always be successful.
Well, thanks.
Tell me, how do you get all that energy and vitality?
clean living?
What a price to pay for success. And from what you told me, Cass, I guess I gave up my movie career in the nick of time. Looks like I'm just as well off being just a plain bartender.
You know something? That's what I could never understand, Arch.
What?
Well, why you gave up a big movie career just to be a bartender?
Well, I took a long-range viewpoint. You see, I figured that long after MGM and Paramount have crumbled into the dust, there'll still be drunks. Another thing that I feel...
I was just... Well, Zazu pissed.
Finnegan, this is Cass Daly. Cass, this is Clifton Finnegan.
Oh, I'm sorry. If I had known how to send flowers.
Just a minute, Arch. Who is this dame? What's her racket?
She's a singer.
Oh, some racket.
You've heard her. It so happens her success ain't only due to her singing, no, Finnegan. She's very clever in a lot of ways.
Oh, yeah? Tell me, sister. Can you hold your breath till your face turns purple?
No.
Can you recite Gunga Din backwards?
No.
Can you whistle Swanee River through your ears?
No.
Boy, you sure gone a long way with no talent.
Finnegan, please stop annoying the customers, will you?
Pardon me, Miss Daly, but didn't I see you in the snake pit?
Miss Duffy, please.
Archie.
Yeah?
The one that just left.
Yeah?
Is this his brother?
Yeah. Look, sister, you know you're no Ray Milland yourself.
Wait a minute. Stop this argument here, girls. Hey, wait a minute. The one on the left should have a razor blade on her heels. Let me take a look at you two dames a minute. Them faces. Eddie, has the clock stopped?
Not only stopped, it lost the hour.
Well, this gives me an idea, though. Excuse me, girls. Eddie, take a gander at them two tomatoes. Look at them both at the same time.
Yeah.
You focused? Tell me, did you ever see Miss Duffy look better? You see, as Einstein says, everything is relative. So when Elmer gets here, one look at Cass Daly and anything will look good to him.
You mean...
Yep, even her.
Now, look, fun is fun, Archie. How do I get out of this place?
Wait a minute, you can't leave yet, Cass.
Well, I have to. I'm sorry. I have an appointment at the beauty parlor.
That's the last place you should go. I mean, sit down and have a bite to eat. Keep your face around.
Me? Eat here? In this proving ground for ulcers?
Oh, at least you can try. Here, look over the bill of fare.
Well, I guess I'm stuck. Okay. I think I'll start out with some oysters.
I'm sorry, but you're out of luck with the oysters, sir.
But it says right here on the menu, oysters.
I know, but we only got 2 of them, and we're saving them for breeding purposes. Perhaps our maitre d' can suggest something else. Oh, gargoyle. Gargoyle.
Yes?
I'm talking to Eddie. Eddie, our guest is ravished. What would you suggest?
Well, Miss Daly, how would you like some nice golden brown southern fried chicken?
Gee, you mean with candied yams covered with rich country gravy?
Yeah, hot biscuits and honey.
Boy, that sounds delicious. Have you got it?
No, but we were really living there for a minute, wasn't we?
Look, kids, how about a hamburger?
Well, okay, let's get it over with. I'll take a hamburger.
Will you take it home or let it eat you here?
Eddie, please.
Well, hey, one hamburger coming up.
Go ahead, Cass. Take a bite. Well, what do you think of it?
Well, I don't know whether to burp or weenie.
Oh, honey, you did practically all of them, huh?
Now, look at here. I got to get out of here.
Where are you going? Wait a minute. You can't leave yet.
I got to get out of here.
You got to remember your public, Cass. You can't leave yet. A customer just requested a song.
Oh, really? Well, who requested it?
Some drunk. Cass, sing something. At least sing something until Elmer gets here, huh?
Till Elmer gets here.
Well, that's an old expression around here. Let's sing till Elmer gets here.
Yeah.
Maddie, the music, please. Now, go ahead, sing something, Cass.
Okay, Art. Okay, stand back. Here I go. Well, all right, Louis, drop the gun, boy. You're not fooling anyone. Get your horse and stop the run. All right, Louis, drop the gun.
Yeah.
All right, Louis, drop the gun, boy.
How can she yell like that with nobody beating her?
So get down.
Yes, please. Please stop the music. Stop the music. Look. You see, it's nothing personal, Cass. Nothing personal, but that voice of yours, you see, this is a very old building, and... Have you anything a little softer?
A little softer?
Yeah.
Well, I might have. Listen.
Okay.
Now here's a story with a moral. And all you gals better pay some mind. 'Cause if you find a man worth keeping, be satisfied. Make sure to treat him kind. 'Cause a good man is hard to find. You'll always get the other kind. Just when you think that he's your pal, you turn around and find him messing around some other gal. And then you rave, you even crave to see him land right in his grave. So if your man is nice, take my advice. Hug him in the morning, kiss him every night, give him plenty of loving, treat him right, because a good man nowadays is hard to find. Yes, sirree, girls, you know, once I had a man of my own, yeah, and since he's gone, boy, I really miss him. You see, most girls have to kiss a man to hold him, but me, I have to hold him to kiss him. He wasn't much of Mr. Culture, and he had a funny pan. As a matter of fact, he wasn't much of anything, but at least he was a man. And if he comes back to my little grass shack, I'm gonna hug him in the morning, kiss him every night, give him plenty of loving, treat him right, because a good man nowadays is hard to find. And when that once is gone, sister, it's gone forever. So, girls, if you get a man, there's just one but. Keep a smile on your face and keep your big mouth shut. I've learned my lesson now and everything's fine. And if he comes back, I'll never, never step out of line. 'Cause I know what to do when the day's through. Gonna hug him in the morning, kiss him every night, give him plenty of loving, treat him right. Because a good man nowadays is hard to
Yes, that was wonderful.
Well, thank you, Archie.
Now, let me get out of here.
Now, wait a minute, Kiss, please, come back here.
I'm sorry, no more arguments. This time I'm leaving.
Look, you can't, Kiss. I'll come clean with you. You see, there's a guy coming down here tonight, an eligible bachelor, you see.
A bachelor come down here tonight? Well, how peachy. What's he like?
Well, he wears pants, and he's alive.
Well, that's good enough for me, boy. Eddie, trot out another hamburger.
You know something? Summer's just a bud and a breeze away. And to a lot of fellows, that means tennis, golf, swimming, and dry, unruly hair. Because that's just what happens when sun, wind, and water get working on your hair. But it needn't, you know. Not when you protect your hair with Vitalis and the famous 60-second workout. No hair preparation can give your scalp and hair better protection than Vitalis and the 60-second workout. For the Vitalis formula contains 2 of the same ingredients that many skin specialists prescribe for dry, flaky scalps, plus all the other extras that make your hair more handsome, more healthy looking. So try the Vitalis 60-second workout. Let it prevent scalp and hair dryness, rout flaky dandruff, and give you the best-looking, healthiest-looking hair of head you ever had. You look your best tomorrow if you get a bottle of Vitalis today.
Miss Archie, this poor Elmer.
What do you mean, poor Elmer?
Well, I don't think it's fair to a guy trying to get him married to Miss Duffy.
But, Eddie, she could make the guy happy. Just picture it. He comes home from work at night, and there she is, waiting for him with his slippers and his pipe and his blindfold. And she folds his paper and... Wait a minute. Look what just arrived here.
Archie, I'd like you to meet my new boyfriend. Elmer, this is Archie.
Howdy do, bub.
He could get B.O. plenty. Well, glad to see you, Elmer.
Thanks.
Have a cigarette?
Thanks.
Elmer, when you light it, be sure you don't hold the match too close to that collar. Tell me, what do you do for a living, Elmer?
Elmer has his own farm.
Farm, huh?
Yep.
He raises hogs.
This I could have told you when he came in. Well, make yourself to home, Elmer. What can I offer you? A beer, a bourbon, a bath?
Never touch him.
Tell me, Elmer, this farm, is it a pretty big farm?
Yep.
Run it all by yourself there?
Yep.
Must get pretty lonesome sometimes, don't it?
Yep.
Especially nights.
Yep.
This guy sounds like Gary Cooper. Elmer, you say you raise hogs?
Mm-hmm. Hogs, cows, chickens, horses.
Elmer, have you ever thought of completing this menagerie?
Archie, this is very embarrassing.
Now, look, young fella, be you hitting for me to marry this gal?
I do be.
Well, nothing doing. I ain't figuring on getting hitched.
Miss Duffy, get out of sight for a minute. I'll handle this. Look, Elmer, what you need on that farm is a woman. A woman to cook your meals, put up the preserves, darn your socks, pull the plow.
Pull the plow? I got a horse for that.
Don't you ever feel that you'd like to give the horse a day off? And think of them hogs, Elmer. Them hogs need a mother's love, too. Why don't you consider Miss Duffy?
No, son, I'm getting on in years. I ain't got long to go. I think I'll just finish it out with the hogs. Besides, I always figured if I got married, I'd like to have something around the farm that looked better than animals.
But look at her over there, Elmer. She's real healthy, you know. Good, strong set of teeth.
Not too sway back? From what I hear, she ain't had a spavin in years.
Sorry, nothing doing.
Oh, well, I guess I gotta play me ace. Cass?
Yeah? Yes, Archie?
Come here a minute. Elmer?
Yeah?
You know how when you're in a cow pasture, the cow pasture on the other side always looks greener?
Yep.
Then when you get over to the other cow pasture, the first one looks better to you?
Yep.
Elmer, I'd like you to meet the other cow pasture.
Well, hello, Elmer. Say, you're kind of cute.
Well, rotate my crops and call me dizzy if she ain't a looker there. Hey, sister, are you single?
Yep.
You think I'm kind of cute?
Yep.
Do you like farms?
Yep.
I like the way she talks.
Holy cat. I think I have created a Frankenstein. I gotta break this thing up. Elmer, tell me, do you like good music, do you?
Uh-huh, love it.
I thought you might. Kiss, why don't you sing a song to Elmer? You know, one of them nice square dance type of songs like Louis Dropped the Gun, you know?
Sure, well, all right, Archie. Would you like to hear me sing, Elmer?
Yep. Will you do it?
Yup. Okay, Cass, let him have it. I knew that song would do it. Well, Elmer, what's new?
Well, Archie, I've made up my mind.
You're going to get married?
Yep.
To Miss Duffy?
Nope.
You mean you're going to marry Cass Daly?
Yep.
After hearing her sing that song?
That's just it. As I told you, I'm getting along in years, and my lungs ain't what they used to be. Someday I'm going to need a voice like that for calling hogs.
Yes, it's a hit. Thousands of men have switched to new Benex brushless shave cream. Thousands are discovering that Benex gives them the best shaves they've ever had.
Mister, it's time you, too, tried Benex, the new wonder shave with a sensational beard-softening formula.
Benex brushless leaves your face feeling extra smooth and comfortable.
And Benex doesn't clog or razor or drain.
But don't take our word for it. Just try Benex yourself. Get a tube at your nearest drug counter.
Or we'll send you a big 25-cent tube free. Write your name and address on a postcard and mail to Benex, B-E-N-E-X, Empire State Building, New York 1, New York.
Remember, buy Benex brushless or get a big 25-cent tube free by writing Benex, Empire State Building, New York. Hurry, offer limited.
This is NBC, the National Broadcasting Company.